Hello, everyone. Welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So, we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless. There will be love elements because we're going to be nosy more. You guys like the nosy readings, so we'll try to incorporate them more, just get more themes. And I know we've been getting a lot of messages of like people kind of like watching you guys and like having like their attention on you for a variety of reasons, right? That's been coming out a lot. So we're gonna do who wants to talk to you, will they reach out, and just we're going to try to see if you have any incoming messages. It doesn't have to be anything that you wouldn't necessarily see coming. We'll even use this possibly for like confirmation, like if you're expecting messages, right? And you're just trying to see like, okay, am I going to get this? Am I going to get that? Like we'll try to look into that as well. Today's theme is going to be winging it. Okay, like I don't know, there's something maybe energetically with the reading, like if you were called to this specific reading whenever you find it, because it's timeless. Today's theme for you is just being able to wing it, right? And also, like I said, just rolling with it, because it took me a really long time to get to set for this reading. And I say a really long time, but like really maybe 10 minutes, right? That's not that long in the grand scheme. But for me, I usually just, okay, this is the deck I'm using, this is what's going on. But for whatever reason, it's like, no. You don't have everything you need in front of you yet, okay? You don't have everything you need in front of you yet. So I was like, it's been 3 different decks before I found the one that wants to be used. And I forgot I actually had this deck. So it was nowhere near where I normally do readings. It was in the storage, right? In the section where I store the decks that I'm not using, right? So some of you, something you need to use, something you need to do, or whatever option would be the best option for something you're trying to do or want to do. It could be whatever. I'm not going to narrow it down because this is a very flowy energy. It's something that's not right. It's not enough. Let's see. It's not visible enough for you, or maybe it's something you forgot about, or it's just not at the forefront of your mind. That would feel most natural, work the best for you, whatever it is, okay? Because completely forgot about this deck. I don't remember the last time I used it. I have a lot of decks that I've collected over the years. Again, I don't just leave them hanging around when I'm not using them. Hence why I ended up picking one deck. I'm like, where's the book for this one? I need to use this one today. Actually, one of the decks I felt very strongly to use. I was like, I need the book because I haven't used it in years. Can't use it because I don't understand it, right? And I'm not feeling like I understand it. So while I'm thinking that it's the deck, this one, I'm thinking this is the deck I'm supposed to use. I'm like, but it's not calling me. I don't understand any of the cards, because that's what happens when you're not supposed to use the deck. And I'm like, let me find the book. While I'm looking for the book, I find this deck. This deck feels more natural than the other deck I was going to use for tarot. Then I realize, oh, look, it matches the New Orleans Oracle. Look at me. So is this supposed to be the deck that I use in place of this one? Let's do it. You see how that happened? So sometimes I tell stories, especially at the beginning, and the purpose is that it's an analogy for something you're doing, right? Like it's kind of like a parable. So just know that, okay? Especially when I'm channeling energy, and the way that I channel energy, it's usually when it sounds like it doesn't make sense, it's some sort of a riddle. Not me trying to do that, but that's just how it channels. And if it's really so confusing that it's not resonating, then I'm not your reader. Okay? And that's okay. So yeah, in our needing to flow, the thumbnail's really cute. I don't know what any of those snacks are. So when I go to describe them, I'm going to associate them with color and maybe what's on top of it. Okay, that's going to be how I do it for the verbal description. Make sure in all of the stories and the rambling and the riddle that I gave you, where it resonates and it's tapping onto something, just remember to kind of roll with it. Okay, whatever this resonates for with all of you. Again, it's a variety of you here with a variety of experiences. It's going to hit in different ways. Just roll with it, because I'm going to be honest with you, I will need the book for this. okay? Because it's a very detailed deck. Like each card has a traditional meaning, but a very specific meaning to the deck. And I don't even know how this is going to apply. Like if I'm going to use this as this is usually my advice deck. So I don't even know how that's going to work. Have no idea, but we're doing it. We're rolling with it. There's an area of life you need to move like this. You need to be like I am right now. Okay. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me give a verbal description for each pile, the time is now. Pile number 1, bright orange, white flower. That's the snack, that's the little cake, okay? Pile number 2, golden, bright orange, pink flower. Okay, it is a cake. Pile number 3, bright pink, deep burgundy, silver black thing on top, okay? And then pile number 4 is actually square compared to the other ones that are round. And it has berries, okay? I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? And any incoming messages, right? Doesn't have to be a surprise. It can be. Some of you are going to select this just intending to see if what you're expecting to happen will happen. Like if you're waiting on any approvals or responses or anything like that, just in any area of life. So let me see. For those of you that are new, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. And I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey, okay? You can pick multiple piles, and also it could be, yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say. So the thing about this energy I've already stepped into for you, I'm realizing this is my pile of kind of, there's a certain personality type stepping in that kind of is really about containing things and being very in control, which is funny because that's exactly the personality type I expect to select this type of readings. Like, yeah, who wants to talk to me? What are they going to say? What should I expect? Like, am I going to get this approval thing, or is this going to come like I need it to? Like, needing to know everything. That's this, like, I'm not saying all of you are like that, but again, there's some distinct energy stepping in here. That's not gonna work, and let me tell you why. Just before if you're new, I channel messages. I don't simply read cards. You'll see me refer to my book for decks because this is a deck that I haven't used in a while, so I don't know anything about it beyond traditional tarot. It's a flowy energy. If you came from the intro, if you didn't come from the intro, it's a rolling with it day, okay? For all of you, in a timeless sense as well. It's a rolling with the energy day. I feel like this is going to be my pile that has difficulty with that. So I don't know what I'm about to tell you. And I'm not saying it's going to be bad or good. I'm just, let's loosen the reins. Let's stop trying to control as much. Okay. So, cause this is a pile of, you don't feel like you have any patience. It feels very bad nerves. Okay. That's how it feels. So let me, and in me feeling like this is the group, just in case you missed the intro, just in case we're rolling with it. This is a deck that I'm using out of character and out of my normal routine. So I don't know how I'm going to read it here. If I take too long, just go do something else. I don't know what to tell you. Here, again, I'm not as familiar with a deck beyond just understanding tarot. So I may refer to the book. So if you don't have time for all of that, just go away and come back when you have time. Okay. I feel like this is a pile of, people like a little bit of pressure, okay? So let me see. My pile number 1. Who wants to talk to my pile 1? Will they reach out? What messages can my pile number 1 anticipate? Give me an overview for this group, please. 2, look at you. So it could be 2 areas of life, 2 different messages that of most importance. We'll take the bottom. But let me see. This one is incoming. This one is, it was slightly maturing. It's here. Okay, so okay. Ooh, look at you, bright. Okay. I think it's funny because some of you are going straight to pile 2 because I'm looking at the coloring. I love this. So my pile number one, for those of you that are super impatient, success. You have messages coming in regarding success. Possibly two different messages. It could be two different areas of life where you have success that is here currently, and so there's someone, at least one person, that wants to have a conversation with you regarding something that could lead to success. You may actually be getting lots of messages coming in congratulating you due to success. Look at you. It's a great energy. So you're like, stop being like that. Those of you that are like really uptight and like, that way. I'm not judging you because I know I can actually be a little bit that way myself. I'm less like that I've become less like that over time. That's why I understand you all. I love y'all very much so. But you'll be a lot happier and at ease in life once you learn how to stop acting like that. Okay? Yeah, definitely the case. But lots of success coming in. Congratulations. All of the things incoming. Look at you. You're going on an adventure. You're going on an adventure. So someone, like, you may get messages regarding like an adventure of any kind, right? It could be anything fun, like your friends wanting to do something fun. It could be like someone asking if you want to like take a trip, like a plan. It could be any type of travel of any kind. Could just truly be a new journey in life, right? When we talk about like new jobs, new schools, like new locations, it could be any of those things. But again, success leading to adventures. So look at you. I love it. Love it. Love it. So lighten up. Lighten up. Okay. Self-care. Yeah, so whatever messages that come in for you, they're going to lead to you being able to practice some self-care. Maybe you will have messages coming in regarding self-care, like that will enable you to do that. Usually when you have success, it feels like some of you, you're going to have a success, right? That's going to lead to you truly being able to go and unwind in some way, like go take a trip. Like there's a success, like some of you, the success is the vacation, but I get strong like vacations, right? Like adventure, self-care, like that's the messages that you've got coming in, whether it's a surprise or not. That's really what's coming in. Maybe friends are going to want to like talk to you about it. People are going to reach out to you about adventures and things. Some of you, I'm hearing situations that allow you to prioritize your self-care. So victory, success that leads to a new adventure that puts you in a position to prioritize self-care. I love that, because if you have a history of not being able to do that, whatever's coming in, whoever's going to be talking to you, sending you messages and all of that, is going to like support you in that area. So tarot cards. At the bottom, you've got the devil. So it could be work related. We've got the lovers. The lovers talks about communication and all of the things. It could be love-based in some way, like at least one of the messages, right? So give me more. Who wants to talk to my pile number one? Will they reach out? Is that a maturing energy? So some of you, this is a message that may actually be waiting for you, okay? I don't know why I got that, but some of you, this is a message that maybe already be waiting for you. Some of you, this is a message that you may actually need to make something good's going to happen. Yeah. Okay. A message that's waiting for you, a decision that you're going to that you need to move on already, or something like that. Okay. Because all of your messages that are incoming are not always going to be something that's incoming, because our actions lead to what's coming to us, right? So some of you, you have messages that are waiting for you to message, if that makes sense. I know I'm saying that really weird and really awkward. So maybe you have issues with like communication, and that makes sense if you have messages and decisions and things are like that are waiting for you. Because I'm getting that some of the messages that'll come in, some of the people that want to have conversations with you, it's something you need to do first, okay? Six of Scrolls. Yeah, the Six of Scrolls. That is swords. So it is, swords are messages, but the Six of Swords talks about that adventure, right? It talks about travel, talks about distance and heading certain places, right? It is a journey. It is an ascension. It's moving on to calmer waters, a la self-care. So great messages coming in, okay? Definitely related to travel, okay? Definitely related to travel. You got the best energy. Look at that. Success and the sun. whatever is coming in, whatever messages, whoever is wanting to talk to you, it's going to lead to fun, joy, and pleasure. Like I'm telling you, some of you just got friends that want to take a trip. Like the biggest message here is friends that want to like take a trip, that want to travel, that want to start some new venture or something like that. That's going to lead to success. That's going to allow for you to have maybe more fun, more free time, more day-to-day like freedom to do things, more time to prioritize yourself and your joy. It feels very much friends, social based. Okay. I don't have a distinct person yet, okay? So it feels like this is a pile that has a lot of people that are wanting to interact with you, okay? So let me see if I can narrow this down. Who wants to talk to my pile number 1? Okay, we'll see what's at the bottom and close it out. The acrobat. So the page of stones. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. So I don't know if some of you may be like self-employed or something like that. Like you may, like it's something about the work you do, right? Because we did get that earlier. It's just so many people on the table. So I'm assuming it's going to be professional network based. It's like if it's not, then you have like tons of friends. Good for you, okay? But that's usually not how it goes when it's that many people. It's usually network based, right? Because the page of stones talks about offers, right? Pages of messengers, so possibly offers on a material plane, because stones, that's the pentacles, right? When we start talking about benefiting physically, materially, in a way that will lead to self-care, okay? Some of you, there's a younger person that wants to take a trip, okay? That's what we've got here. Someone very active with the acrobat. And then we've got 7 of mirrors. Yeah, okay, so 7 of mirrors and the 7 of cups talks about options, opportunities, and the ability to choose. So you got a lot of people that want to talk to you, a lot of messages, a lot of things like that, and it's at your discretion. Like it feels like someone has a lot of opportunities available to them, okay? Lots of opportunities, whether we're talking about like just for joy and pleasure, whether we're talking about professional, you have a lot to choose from, okay? Look at you. That's great energy. So let me see, 10 of mirrors. So everything here, right? Lots of fulfillment. And when we talk about fulfillment, it's like ultimate fulfillment, right? 10 of mirrors talks about feeling overwhelmed with joy and pleasure, just feeling so good, feeling not only good within yourself, but feeling good in the environment you're in, loving all of the people around you, having lots of people that you care about, lots of people that care about you, and just like collectively being very, very harmonious. That's what's going on. So this is the setting. This is the people associated with this energy, is basically, that's the environment that's like, because it's loud, right? It's a lot of people on the table, right? 5 of mirrors. Okay, so 5 of mirrors talks about loss. Okay, let me move this deck out of the way. I thought I was gonna use the book, but we're not going to slow down. We're not going to slow it down. I don't need the book. I understand what's going on just with the traditional meaning. 5 of mirrors talks about loss. It talks about spilled milk, lost opportunity, and all of the things. Some of you have an opportunity that you feel like you've lost, right? Okay. So I've got it this way, because the who. I feel like the who is in the story. This is a loud story pile. I don't know what's going on with you. It's a loud story pile versus a who. It's a lot of who's. 2 sides. Some of you feel like you've lost an opportunity somewhere, and in you wallowing in that, you're not realizing all of the opportunities you have. Whether we're talking about academic, right? Like getting, not like, for example, not getting the school you want. Whether we're talking about professional, whether we talk about romantic, you're wallowing here. But you got so many more options available to you, okay? So many more options available to you. And that's the one side. The other side is you feeling like you've missed out on an opportunities, and it's not really a thing. It's just your mind. And once you move past it mentally, you'll see there's an offer available, right? Lots of options. that will all lead to fulfillment, okay? Not just within you, but within all of your collective partnership-based spaces, okay? That's what we got. Because this feels like someone that, for example, that has a lot of like offers in terms of like work. Like, if like the easiest way to describe it is more is going to resonate more for all of you if I use this example, school, right? Those, like when you're like applying for a variety of schools, right? And you're not knowing which one, right? And you're like, I'm feeling like there's a bunch of options that will all lead to the 10 of Cups, right? Like this is a pile of there's a lot of people messaging you or wanting to message you, and whatever you're waiting for is coming in. There'll be at more than one good thing. That's what I've got, okay? More than one good thing. Because I feel like, let me look at my question again. Who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out? Incoming messages. So tons and tons of messages, tons and tons of offers. Yes, lots of people reaching out. You'll find out very soon who wants to talk to you. I've already answered my questions. So let me pull from these astrology-based oracle decks, these 2 of them. I'll pull 1 card from each. Then I'll pull from Melanin Pop. I'll get a love oracle, and then I'll close it out with advice. Who wants to speak to my... I think the astrology-based decks will narrow it down more when we talk about specific people. This group does not seem to have it. Like I mentioned, the one person that may want to speak to you. But this feels like groups of people or a group of people, if that makes sense. So if that's what you're actively wanting to know, because this also is my pile with that energy I channeled at the beginning of having something very specific you're asking me about. And that's why the reading is that way. So whereas I feel like I'm being weird and broad, I feel like the people I'm talking to are like, no, this is exactly what I need to know, right? I feel like that's what this group is going to say, but I don't feel like I'm answering like, who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out in the way that I intended to do this reading? But let's see. Yeah, so much solar energy. Remember earlier we got the sun. We've got success, which was our first card. Now we've got new moon and Leo. Okay, so regardless of your timeline, I heard that it actually could be moon and Leo. I don't normally read these cards like that. So when the moon is in Leo, new moon, it could be the new moon, could be full moon, because it's timeless, right? For a variety of you. Okay, new moon and Leo is Leo season. Okay, so it may very well be the new moon. You'll hear something. Okay. Or you'll get some messages, could be surprising or not. But new moon in Leo, okay? Regardless of when that is for you. So confidence is your key to success. You got the word success on my table 2 times. This is a great pile. It makes sense because you feel very no nonsense. You feel very no nonsense. People with a certain personality type, they don't have a choice but to be successful, right? Like you're going to be successful regardless of how you get there, whatever's going on. Because this seems like my pal that's more concerned about getting ahead. Good for you. I'm not worried about it, but this feels like there's not a specific person here. Now, this is 5th house, joy, pleasure, entertainment. So all of that vacation-based energy, right? Or maybe, you know what? I did get a vibe of like academic and or professional. Some of you may work in fields, right? Joy, pleasure, entertainment, right? So like that's all of the things that people do for fun. You may work in that type of industry, okay? Look at you. Confidence is just key to success though. So you're going to get some messages, okay? Maybe around this time, if this is like whenever that falls for you, it could be real time if you're watching it. It's going to make you feel really confident. It's going to make you feel really good, make you feel really comfortable, make you feel a lot at ease, okay? And then lots of friendships, right? So your friends want to talk to you. Lots of friends want to talk, like friends, like your actual friends, because Leo is close friends. Aquarius would be more your collective networks. Your actual friends are wanting to talk to you, okay? People may be wanting to talk to you. People may be wanting to reach out or may reach out that want to be friends, okay? As well, okay? So you may be meeting new friends on adventures and all the things. At the bottom, you've got, yep, what did I tell you? Answers you need are coming. I always know what I'm talking about. I don't really need these cards. So we'll put you here. I find it interesting, and this is going to be a message, especially for people in this group that especially those of you that have like control issues. So I was going to film. I was going to film today, right? Let me straighten you up so you can clear. There we go. And I'll just slide everything over. There we go. I was going to film today. I was doing other things. My day shifted, right? Things that I'm working on when you're waiting. Like sometimes if you're like relying on other people, you have to adapt and shift. And it worked out great for me because I'm filming this a little earlier than I want to. Supposed to be a horrible weather day. And like it doesn't feel like it with me filming. So everything aligns as it should. So messages roll with things as they are unexpected for you. Because this is a pile of having difficulty with that. Because this is that energy I get where I feel like I'm being managed. I think I've said that before. This is a pile I feel like I'm being managed. So stop that. Okay. But yeah, the answers you need are coming. It might not even be Leo season. You might not even have to wait that long. It could, I want to say it may be Gemini, if we're talking real time. Those of you in the timeless sense, full moon in Gemini happens during Sagittarius season. Some of you may be waiting for news regarding something real time that started full moon in Gemini, which happened in Gemini. It happened in Sagittarius season, okay? But regardless, confidence is your key to success. The answers you need are coming. Gemini rules communication, okay? Some of you, I mentioned earlier, since I got 2 cards here, Gemini rules twins. So two people specifically, or it could be 2 offers, 2 things. There's a distinction with 2, okay? There's a distinction with the number 2. Okay, so let me pull from these other decks. Some of you have a north node or south node in Virgo. That's going to be a confirmation. This is my pile of needing like really key details I'm realizing, because I know I'm moving slow. It's because I'm waiting to channel specifics regarding the astrology, because I know that that's what this group wants. And I feel like I'm a little bit under pressure because I can feel it, like I can feel anticipation. So where you're familiar with astrology, even if you're not, you can pull up like astro.com. I think I like Astro Theme. You can plug in all of your birth information and it'll run you a chart for free. Okay, and then so those of you that don't know astrology, or if you're new, plug that in. I feel like some of you have a nodal axis that's along Virgo Pisces, but we just now distinctly got North Node in Virgo. So like if you have that, then that's your confirmation that you're in your right place. Where that is not you, something could have happened when the nodes were in Pisces, Virgo. I feel like that was like a year or 2 ago. You'll have to look it up, okay? See, because right now we're in the Aries Libra polarity of the North and South node, like globally, okay? So just, yeah, if you want more details, figure that out, okay? Now, Gemini is 3rd house energy of communication, of short travels, of local energy, right? Here it is right here. So those may be things like early learning, childhood relations. It rules siblings. Some of you, your siblings would like to talk to you. If you have siblings, your siblings are wanting to talk to you. They have messages for you. Childhood friends have messages for you. They want to talk to you, okay? People from your local community, like whether it's local current or just where you grew up, have messages for you, okay? Sorry, I don't mean to knock that. I want to get my 1 card, but I need a really good shuffle. Tell me my pile number 1. Who wants to talk to my pile 1? Will they reach out with messages coming in? Let me see. Since it's so loud on the table, what messages are coming in that would be most surprising and or urgent for this group, since it's much louder than I expected? No, it's too many. Something you've been waiting for quite some time. Possibly something you forgot about because it took so long. No, it's way too many. It's way too many. You know what? That Trine card keeps seeing, and I wanted to talk about it, but I kept shuffling. I did keep shuffling. Angelic support, harmony, perfect flow. Some of you have spirit guides that want to talk to you, right? Like you, and I don't mean like I'm not saying just be sitting in a room by yourself, like talking to yourself. That's not, when I say there's messages that you're ignoring, like when you talk about your intuition, some of you may be having dreams, some of you are getting like signs and synchronicities and all the things, like there's things you should be doing or something you should be doing, and like your spirit guides are really trying to help support you on that. They're trying to support you on that. Okay. All right. Tell me. All right. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't get to choose the cards. I didn't want to go down the woo-woo spirit guide lane. Okay. Here we go. Let's just talk about this first before I get into that. We talked about that solar success energy here. Confidence is your key to success, Leo. Here we go. House 5. Passion, play, children, confidence, creativity does rule children. Could be something child related. Some of you, it could be your children or a child that wants to talk to you. But we've got this more joy, pleasure, and base energy, okay? And everything that I reference here is now doubled down here, okay? So let me put you here. And let's talk about this. When we talk about, I'll break this down further, but for immediately, because this threw itself out again when I said angelic support, right? So spirit team, spirit guides, guardian angels. The sign of Cancer rules your ancestors, right? So boom, it rules your ancestry. When you break it down a little bit further, we talk about the maternal bloodline. So the Cancer sign rules specifically maternal, not only maternal lineage, but maternal figures. So mother, grandmother, okay? Where that is applicable, or mother, grandmother like figures. Does not have to be biological, but will be for a lot of you, all right? This is what we've got. So when we talk about who wants to talk, I didn't mean for this to be a woo-woo group. Look at me. I keep, like, sometimes I get excited and I just read cards and things and I forget. I genuinely have moments where I forget I'm a medium. I'm not doing that right now, but you have, like, I was being nosy about the 3D for you guys. But this is a group of, and it makes sense. This personality type definitely 100% would not listen to the instincts and intuition, and would 100% shut off the spirit guides. Because we all have a spirit team, whether we realize we're actively engaging or listening to them or not. Like we may not realize that, but this is a pile of accidentally potentially shutting them out just because you're so busy and trying to control everything and micromanage that, like, you may be going against the spirit team where you don't realize, okay? But angelic support, perfect flow. I mentioned flowing, I mentioned harmonizing, but there may very much so be some form of matriarchal, maternal figure trying to lead, trying to support, trying to guide. So stop handling yourself like that, okay? All right, yeah, I got the thing where we got something good's gonna happen. Look at you, something good's gonna happen, but you do have, so I mentioned a lot of people. I did say a lot of people, so I gave you lots of different categories here. Okay, now here's the best part about this pile. In all of this happening, I have a strong thing of messages you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of signs from the universe. Like, you're gonna get a lot of, like, you know, signs from God, got signs from, like, possibly like any ancestral presence. So like you may start seeing, hearing things that remind you of people from the other side, not in a creepy way, but just in a, oh, I'm not by myself kind of way. Look at you. I love it. I love that. So you're gonna get that. Definitely gonna get that. And then you're gonna see where you feel supported by your angels and your spirit team, because things are gonna work in ways where you're like, oh, I would have not have known that, or I would not have seen that. And you're gonna be like, that's crazy how that happened, but it's really that support you have. Okay, look at you. All right, so let me see. I don't know, it made me happy. I feel supported. So let's see. Let's see. Tell me more about my pile number 1. Who wants to talk to my pile 1? Will they reach out? What messages? I said who specifically, and we got it too. We got it too. I don't think you realize, especially, so think of it this way. One of the things I'm getting told, okay, so here's the message. Incoming messages, I'm giving a message since you got the woo group, right? Oh, you will be getting messages regarding the home, regarding the family in the best way, right? Like really supportive, harmonious messages regarding your home in a sentimental sense and your family. Something's going to make you feel really good. But some of the messages that I'm getting here is to kind of let you know, like, I'm hearing, like, where do you think you got these traits from, right? Like, whoever, like, all of you here, like, where do you think you learned how to be that way? Wait, oh, it's not on the table. I put it back. The house 3, right? Like, because house 3 is where we learn, right? It's the stage of development where we learn, right? Our patterns, our behavior patterns, and the way we interact with other people. Like, where we you know how they say, oh, you get this from this family member and all things because you were raised in certain environments, in good ways as well as ways that you probably need to outgrow. Like, I'm getting that message from this group, right? Like, it's kind of like okay, where do you think you learn how to be X, Y, and Z in the best ways and in the worst ways? And I'm also being told, like, okay, make sure you know, okay, if you don't trust yourself, trusting yourself, one, where you don't, and then where you don't trust other people, right? Because this is a not trusting other people and grabbing things by the reins and micromanaging things because you don't trust other people. So you're like, no, it has to be me. I have to be the one to do it because I'm the only one capable because I'm better than everybody. I know it does. I know this group does not lead with that ego, but that's kind of the vibe, regardless of if you intend it. This group is saying, if you're so great and you come from this spirit team, why not trust this spirit team to help lead you? Like, you only exist because of the spirit team. When we talk about it from an ancestral perspective, right? You only exist in the 3D because of the spirit team. It feels like like somebody saying, you came from me, stop acting like that. I'm telling you what to do and you're not listening. If I'm being completely honest, it's really sassy. It's like, who you think you got that from, right? Like, that's the energy. Like, stop, okay? That's what I've got. So let me... And then I did stop on vampire, which is kind of a draining energy. I heard you're draining your energy. Okay, so that's one of the messages because some of you don't know how to connect here. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why people like me exist. I am going to switch gears because I don't know. Some of you do have like the spirit guide that's like, stop being so immature and all the things. So I'm gonna like clear it and ground because I don't want that to take over the reading because some of you because I was actually gonna like channel some of the messages that you need, it took over. Some of you are hard-headed and there's like a spirit guide that's like, now that I have them, let them have it. Got it. Okay. All right, so who wants to talk to my pile number 1? Will they reach out? And what incoming messages? Do we have any more specific messages that my pile number 1 needs to look out for? Yeah, okay. So we've got, all right, here we go. What happened? What is this? Okay, so newness, revenge body, luxury, reaching goals, sudden success. This is my glow up card. So this is a pile of, you got messages coming in regarding some sort of a glow up that will lead to a glow up, or messages. There's some people, someone, somewhere that's gonna have a message, or maybe you're here, I don't know, that's gonna be sad about some sort of a glow up you have. That's what's coming in for sure. Let me get one more. Oh, no. Okay. There's definitely going to be a message you've been waiting for quite some time. Okay. Elevation, peak, climbing, transcendence. Okay, so some of you may take a trip to the mountains. That may be something nice that you do to get away. But there will be some sort of elevation, and reaching the peak of a mountain talks about success, which you have all over my table. So you're going to have really successful messages, especially things that have been enduring. But I'm not going to lie. Mountain talks about things that you've been waiting for quite some time. Okay, look at that. Look how that slips out. Okay, because I'm just trying to lay this down, but I've got my third card. So let me ground the energy, because it's so much. You know what's gonna happen? I feel like you're gonna get so many messages at one time about something. It's gonna be good, but like so many messages at one time. I don't know what that is. Like all of your friends, which is good, because if it's that great, then give me some. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I want that. Whatever it is that, you know, how all your friends are like calling you and it's something good. Look at you. But it is something you've been waiting for quite some time. There is something, at least one thing, right? Or one conversation or one message that's going to take some time for you to get with mountains, because it talks about endurance, okay? This is a glow up. This is a glow up where everybody can see with this performer card, okay? Like, okay. So shine, confidence, musician, spotlight, dance, communication, lots of messages, lots of success. Sadness in reverse. So if sadness, and it landed on here. So revenge, performer, and then we talk about now it does have stalking. Oh, soaking. I heard stalk. Watch it if you. Some of you may have stalkers. Watch it. Okay. Because when it was clearing up, I saw we were stalking, but soaking, victim mentality, depression. Same vibe. Hey, how did this get here? Because I don't know how that got in reverse. So some of you could be someone youthful or a child, right? Because we got the divine child here. Some of you are going to get messages where you've been concerned, where we talk about children, and it doesn't have to be like just biological children, where we talk about adopting, where we talk about pets, anything that you haven't been getting what you need regarding your children, your pets, or your ability to become a parent, whether a parent of like a pet or actual child. You'll get messages regarding that, okay? I don't know what kind, okay? But I'm going to upright it. But this is that wallowing energy. Some of you have been wallowing when it comes to those types of messages, I'm realizing. And where it's not that, the Hierophant is a spiritual leader, right? It is a teacher. It is head of church. So like when we talk about leadership, and then when we talk about the sign that rules this card, Taurus, which rules your second house of your money, your assets, your self-worth. So all of those things where there's been a blockage there, you'll get clarity. I don't know what kind, okay? But here we are with this wallowing energy. Now we got sadness upright previously, which I associate more here. I don't know why this deck is like that, because both sides talk about the shadow aspect of sadness. Here, because it came in an upright and now I have it again in reverse, I'm going to associate it with glowing up, feeling great, lots of attention, lots of praise, right? Because if this feels like a pile of a lot of messages congratulating you. And sadness upside down is obviously happiness, right? Happiness. I love it, especially where we've been waiting. Okay, so let me pull from this love deck. Like it's a vibe at the bottom of your reset. So let's get a message. We'll get one love message. Some of you, you have a message coming in from your mom. I do not mean to spook you if that is who is on the table where we talk about other side. Because I say that because my phone is ringing and it's my mother. So I'm going to have to call her right back when I finish this pile, which I'm almost done. Look at me. I'm almost done with this pile. I'm almost done with the cycle, some of you. So I'm getting a call. I need to call her right back, actually. So let me wrap this up. Yeah, look at you. Exciting news. This is a great pile. You've got good news. It's coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together. Get excited to celebrate. Look at you. This is a great pile with all of your rigid energy. And we've got patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. Be patient with yourself, okay? You have some exciting news regarding life specifically. But when we talk about love, right? Be patient with yourself. you have exciting news coming in that will support you romantically, okay? All right, so what is my advice for this group so we can wrap it up, okay? My pile number 1, what's their advice regarding the people wanting to talk to them and the messages they have coming in, please? This is different from what I expected. Passion. You have the 5th house of joy and pleasure all over my table. Enjoy life. Feel good. Be passionate, because this is 100% a group that lacks passion. Banish a curse talks about releasing all of the attachments you have internally and externally. So I mentioned like the 3rd house of like inherited traits and all the things. Clear that. Any limitations you have internally, where we talk about limiting thought processes, bad habits, outdated routines, right? Perspectives, all of that. People that need to not be around you consistently, things like that. But banishing a curse is simply clearing energy, whether we talk about like energetically in a spiritual sense or just being different from the life that you want, right? Like people always say, be the version of yourself that will be necessary for the life you want to live. Like what type of life do you want, right? Like who do you want to be? Okay, look at the people around you or the people that you can see living the life you want. Do your habits, right, and your thought processes align with that? Okay, that's what this talks about. So reflect here when we talk about banishing a curse, and banishing that curse of not knowing how to enjoy life, of always being in control and just rigid, because this feels like a person that even in fun settings doesn't have fun, right? It's too much of a stick in the mud to enjoy the fun spaces. Okay, so stop that. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. Let's see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out, and any incoming messages that maybe you're waiting for or that maybe you don't even see coming. Just anything we can see that's going on, any clarity we can provide. So for those of you that are new, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. And yes, you can have multiple piles, okay? All right, so let me just get into it. If you're familiar with the channel, you see me using a deck that I have not used in quite some time, so bear with me if I end up needing to use the book, because it has other meanings. I haven't done that yet, so maybe I won't, but where I feel called, I have it on standby. Also, I may be a little slow with this deck. I'm not saying I will, but I've not used it as an overview before. I use it as advice, so far it's working out well. So we haven't had any issues yet. I mean, you got messages coming in hot with lots of details. So whatever you're working for, oh, by the way, those of you that are new that don't know, I don't just read cards, I channel energy, and I do use my tools to help guide me. If you're waiting for messages, right, if you're waiting for clarity, if you're waiting for details coming in piping hot, right, you'll get those details. So we'll see what the bottom of this is in a second. Let me just keep going. So anything you've been working on, anything you've been building, right, one, you're getting guidance, divine guidance, to keep working on what you're working on in the way that you're working on it, okay? And then but keep going. So she's got the bag packed, she's kicked the shoes, she's kicked the shoes off, she's walking off to something. So some of you, this may be like a call to switch jobs, where you feel called. Just take a journey. Some of you may travel for work soon, like, because it doesn't have to mean like switching, right? You don't have to switch. Some of you are just going to travel for work soon, right? And it may be something that really propels you. The interesting thing here, so in me resetting all of the decks that I'm going to use, I did see you have career, right? You have career at the bottom of the melanin pop. So you got career, and even at the bottom of your love reset is communication. So you're definitely going to get messages regarding your career. This I know. Whether it's encouragement, it may be words of encouragement from a superior right, person, like a boss or supervisor, someone higher up. You're going to get some sort of encouragement professionally. Look at you. I love that. I like telling you guys all kinds of good news. I didn't get anything chaotic lately so far, but I do like that this seems to be more positive in nature, because anything could come out, right? Anybody could want to say anything to you. We got an end of a cycle, okay? An end of a cycle, okay? It could be a new job. It could be a new position, right? It could be moving up, right? In some sort of an organization, like moving up, right? A next step, because this is steps, keep going. So could be next steps in a professional journey. It could be a new journey to a new space, right? It just depends on what's going on with you. But those are the types of messages that are coming in. But I do want to lead with those words of encouragement. Yeah, we got that new beginning at the bottom. So there is some sort of a new beginning, whether that's a brand new from scratch or just an elevation. Okay, some of you, something about the color blue, okay? So let me see. Wheel of Fortune is turning, that's for sure. Be mindful in the shadow. It's interesting that I got one. Be mindful in the shadow where we there may be an ending of some sort, okay? Because those words of encouragement could be in an ending of something, okay? So just be mindful of that. Like, you know where you are, right? If you're at like a standstill, if you're at a halfway point, or if you're at a, I want to say bend in the road, but that's not it at all. When you're at a crossroads somewhere, somehow, be mindful of that. We'll pull more to see details, okay? All right, my pile number 2. Tell me, who wants to talk to my pile 2? Will they reach out? Pick a card reading. Some of you, you're gonna be like, you're gonna get the option like to pick something, okay? You're gonna choose something. Okay, an option to choose. So incoming messages for this group. The companion. Some of you got a companion coming in. Look at you. King of Spirals is someone that's very creative, someone that's very passionate, someone that's very active, like someone that kind of gets things going. It could be a leader, or this could simply be you. Some of you, you're gonna get a new partner at work, or a new coworker, or just something about companionship, okay? Of any kind, any type of relationship, you're gonna get that, okay? This is incoming. Who wants to talk to my pile 2? Will they reach out? The Poet, King of Scrolls in reverse. Ooh, this is already like, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know why this is coming through. So some of you, you have someone that's very genuine, right? So you've got one person that's really, there's both, and it could be gender because they came out in this way, okay? But it could truly just be expression of energy, okay? So these could be dominant feminines, but it just, I'll try to develop the story, and you figure out who this is and where they fall. There's 2 people on my table, okay? You've got one companion, right? Very fiery, very possibly loud, very expressive, very clear, very supportive individual, okay? Someone that's like, no, we got to get this going. Let's get this rolling. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be successful. I'm here with you, right? Companion is I'm with you. Like, we're all in together. Like, I got you. That's the energy. Like, it's you and me versus the world kind of a vibe. And then you've got that Poet in reverse. Now that's the King of Scrolls, right? The King of Scrolls is the King of Swords, someone that's very good with their words and all the things. In reverse, it could very much so be a liar. Okay, you got a liar. I say that because it's in this deck, it is the poet, someone that's very good with their words, someone that's very good at writing, saying the right things, making it very pretty. You see what I'm saying? In reverse, it's a lie. Like, you know what I mean? It's a flat out lie. It's someone that's saying something that sounds good, that sounds pretty, but there's no truth to it. You can't trust anything that comes out of their mouth. So you got this one really loyal energy of like, I got you. It's me and you. We're gonna do it, and you'll know who that is because let's say you got two people that are saying nice things. Well, the one that's active, that's showing you, because a companion is a companion. A companion is with you thick and thin, right? This is a person that's actually like there for you. This is a person that's kind of proven loyalty or is in process of doing so. And not saying anyone has to be loyal to anyone in whatever environments, but something about that king of spirals, that's fire energy. So when we talk about fire sign, we talk about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't cling to that, because while this could be this person's placements in any way, natal charts are like really broad if you know astrology, right? So I don't want you to cling like, oh, it's that, you know, that Sagittarius. don't do that, okay? Unless it truly is that person that is aligning with this companion. But there's someone here, okay, very loyal. Like the companion here is someone that will speak highly of you when there's no reason to, right? This is a person that will create opportunities for you when you're not even in a room. Like, you know that phrase? That's the companion. The poet is a person that'll be like in your face, smiling, like telling you the great sweet things, and then like really they're just a liar backstabber. I don't know who these people are, but that's what you got. You got two of them. All right, so give me one more. I didn't expect that. So oh no, who are these people? I feel like I'm going to get two more from the tarot and then about. So what am I asking? Who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out? What are the messages? Well, let's see. Let me keep. I did not expect this energy. Oh no. Pile 2. Who are you dealing with? Who wants to talk to my pile number 2? All right, we got the 2 of stones. Yeah, 2 people. Right? Because you got the baby bear trying to jump across that gap and make sure they land safely. Only one of them is going to make sure you land safely. This I know, right? Because you got the gap. Like, I'm trying to jump over. You know, I actually think I remember. Let's pull the book. Look at me. I need the book. These decks. Hey, it went straight to. Yeah, you need the book. Straight to the page. Ooh, what's the key word? Look, I love it because, you know, look at me. You're here with me, right? Trust. So it says, the King of the Forest reminds you to maintain your balance and trust in your next step. Okay, it's trusting and cooperating with the emerging energies. Okay, the bear is stepping out of hibernation. Okay, it's telling you to balance the energies. Remain firmly grounded and sure-footed and secure like the bear. Okay, so you just make sure you're grounded. That's not the card I thought it was, but you just make sure you're grounded and that you land with both feet planted. That's your advice so far, okay? These may be messages, conversations, or whatever, like people wanting to talk to you, reaching out regarding making sure you land with their feet planted. Could be any area of life, but it does feel with the companion like there is some support needed, okay? There is some support needed. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, like, I don't want you guys to cling to those placements, but it is here to support you where it makes sense. So I'm going to take one more. I'll take the bottom. We do have a sorceress, a high priestess. Some of you may actually have a high priestess type figure wanting to talk to you, like a sorceress, someone that is also creative, supportive, and all of the things like that. Some of you, like if you have, like, because a lot of you have a variety of religion. So if you have an elder, like a spiritual elder, that person wants to speak to you, especially when we talk about being feminine in nature. If you have an astrologer, tarot reader, or maybe it's just me and making sure you pay attention to this reading, could be that, could very well be me. But the high priestess, when we talk about it, not in a manifestation as a person, it talks about the unseen, right? So there's a lot that you can't see. So there's a lot of messages that you don't even realize yet, okay? And just watch it because it talks about hidden enemies, okay? So I'm gonna pull one more because I did want one more for some details. Some of you may tell you something you didn't realize or that you didn't know, or like a hidden enemy may be revealed. You may have hidden allies revealed. Like you may realize people were looking out for you that you didn't think were. Like, I don't know. This is a chaotic pile. Doesn't mean that you're in chaos. Could be because this is the Hurricane card. Specifically, yeah, that's a Hurricane Katrina card, okay? Actually, Hurricane Katrina card of like destruction, and then to keep going of following the road away from that. So some of you are going to get messages regarding like jumping off of like a sinking ship, kind of a like that metaphor. That's a thing. Okay, well, what's this? Remember, I mean past, present, as well as incoming energies. We do have the Page of Scrolls. That is a message. Okay, like that is truly a message. So there's going to be messages, conversations regarding something. I think it's going to be revealing people's true colors around you. You're going to learn people's true colors around you. That's really what this is about, because these don't have to be two distinct people. It can be. These could be two energies around you, right? Like there may be more than one person that's like that, more than one person that's like that. Two of Stones is juggling, right? Juggling a lot of people, juggling a lot of relationships, connections, a lot of personalities in some sense. You're going to learn really soon where everyone stands, okay? The Pilgrim, right? That is this keep going card. So you're going to get messages, possibly, like I said, the Pilgrim is on a new journey. It's finding a new home, okay? So that could be a thing. It could be literal, or it could truly just be a new space within organization, something like that. Like it doesn't have to be as chaotic as the destruction of a home and having to find a new one. Okay, some of you, specific message where this applies, if you've had issues with your actual home, right? Hurricane Katrina caused a lot of destruction. So if you've had issues, if there's been accidents regarding any property, whether we're talking about home, whether we're talking about like cars, whether we're talking about anything that could be lost or destroyed in any type of situation, you'll get messages regarding the next steps, right? Regarding starting anew, whether that's getting a new car, getting a new home, finding a new home, stabilizing in a new home, okay? I definitely see that for you, okay? Well, look at you. That's some really good news. I love to give that. Okay, at the bottom, I have owl readings. Go to the owl readings. I don't know why I'm saying like that, but go to the owl readings, okay? More messages very quickly with the Page of Spirals peeking out. We have more of that Pisces 12th house energy. Okay, we have more of that here with the Hangman. So that's ruled by the same sign as that High Priestess. So we've got the Hangman. Some of you, okay, I don't like to say it like that, past, present, incoming. So this could be your history. Don't panic if it's present. I mean, if it's present, like, then I'm confirming. But if it's incoming, do not panic, because the whole purpose of being able to have a little bit of foresight is to kind of prepare and just kind of, right? This is a pile. It feels like someone being thrown under the bus. Okay? Feels like a hurricane destruction. The Hangman feels like someone kind of having to surrender. Okay? Two of Stones is someone kind of planting feet. Pilgrim is someone having to like pack it up and, you know, do whatever they're doing. That's what it feels like, right? I am going to get the book because I want to see what the Celtic Owl really... I feel like there's a deeper meaning than just the traditional Hangman, and I want to see. But again, more of that sign of Pisces, which rules that 12th house, hidden enemies, also hidden allies. So you're going to find out very soon who your actual friends are that you know about, right? You're going to get confirmed like who actually is for you in the best way and who actually is not. You'll get some confirmations of things you suspected, but this feels like a group where you're going to have some revelations about people in the worst way, and maybe, you know, somebody or a couple people in the best ways, right? Like, again, it rules hidden friends, hidden enemies. So this is a group of having to see, okay? Having to see. My screen went out. I need to cut the thing off. I need to change it. I don't know what happened, but because I feel like I don't want this group to overreact. Okay, the Hangman surrenders. So let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Hanged Man. And I'll hold it up so you can see, but I just want to find the page so we can talk about it. Yeah, this is why I like this book, right? So it talks about rebirth, right? It urges you to seek out wisdom and open your mind to new ways of thinking. Be mindful, okay, of the intricacies and connectivity of all creation. The unseen world remains dark to many because its reality is doubted or denied. Some of you are going to have a spiritual awakening soon, which situations like this definitely lead to that. Definitely lead to that. But the first couple of lines remind you, you can't always see what's going on. You can't always see other people's motives, right? And having to learn discernment when it comes to people, because we have a group here where we have some people that are really supportive that you can trust, and maybe you know that, but there's other people around that really just need to not be around, because that poet really knows what to say and how to say it, and definitely is very good at getting over, okay? The King of Swords in reverse knows exactly what to say to get out of trouble. The King of Swords knows exactly how to avoid legal issues. Like, that's the person that'll go to court, lie, and just get away with it. Like, and I know people are like, I know I do the tarot, and I know I create this little fantasy element with it. And I know it feels like very fairy tale like. It is not, right? Like, the unseen exists. The unseen is real. I see some dark stuff, okay? I do. And I know I take a lighthearted approach to it, but there's a lot that people don't realize when it comes to other people's motives, right? Just be like, even when like you're super spiritual, because some of you are, because you're interested in this, it doesn't mean that people with negative intentions don't get ahead sometimes. Especially a lot of times they do, because there's people that don't know any better, that it's easy to manipulate. Okay, this is a person that tends to get away with things that they probably should not. Okay, at least one of the people that card represents. Like, this is someone that could possibly get away with murder. And it's like, well, what did I do? Like, you did the one little small thing wrong, and this person literally could get away with murder. Like, that's what we've got here. Now, there's a strong High Priestess energy on the table. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to keep pulling cards, but I definitely got a spiritual awakening. And I also got a destruction. So I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. But juggling stones feels like a balancing. So we're going to see. Let me see more about what this card is talking about. Okay. It says seeing creation holistically, and making that a personal goal to consider. Patience, imagination. Okay, so sage energy. I mean, go to, what is this? Why is this out? Oh, I have, it's time to release negativity is like randomly just like chilling off to the side. Like, the deck is way like right here, and this card was just hanging out. So it's time to release negativity. And this is the sign that rules that. So you just let something go that needs to be let go. I don't really understand. I feel like I got moved by a wave, but this is also a pile of the unseen, right? There's a lot of unseen energy, and I don't mean in a spiritual sense. I mean a lot of people in the background doing things you don't even realize are happening, right? People lying. Like, this is a very two-faced energy. Somebody might say one thing to you or another thing to someone else. That's what's on my table. What's this? Why is this like that? There we go. Okay. But there is a lot of wisdom coming in, because owls do symbolize that. So let me, where do I go next? You know what? I'm going to do Melanin Pop, since that card was randomly just not in the deck. And maybe Melanin Pop, maybe that was a push to move. Some of you have a push to move that you're not really paying attention to. And like, I was dragging this energy because I was, as a reader, taken aback. I didn't expect this to be on my table. And by me pausing to kind of see what else I see, they were like, no, that's all you're getting from those cards. Move on to the next deck. Some of you are being told to keep going, move on to the next thing. So far you got somebody that's gonna like really have your back. You have somebody that's gonna be a complete liar, and you'll realize it at some point. Okay. Some of you have messages coming in regarding these types of people, like who's been for you, who's been against you. I mean, I say against, but people like that poet in reverse are not necessarily against you. Some of them are, right? Like I'll say people with that personality type, maybe 10 to 20% of the time are actively targeting you, okay? Actively targeting you. And even then, it's as a result of you kind of being in their way, right? People like that are mostly self-serving. Like it's about getting ahead on in their own right. Like I don't care what area of life we're talking about. People like that, it's rarely personal because they don't consider other people at all. This energy I have, okay? It's all about fulfilling their desire. So you just need to be mindful of the people, because sometimes you'll be you'll be a companion to someone like that, and you'll be like really supportive of someone like that, and the whole time they are not to you, okay? So watch it, okay? Tell me. Pile number 2. Who wants to talk to my pile number 2? Will they reach out? What messages are coming in? So what I want to say when this deck was like, come on, it's time to start shuffling and get a good shuffle, because it feels like a deck that it feels like it needs a good shuffle. Some of you in your life, there needs to be a good shuffle. Take it how it resonates. A good shuffle, okay? If this is an energy that's current or historical, because I mean, obviously Hurricane Katrina happened years ago, right? Years ago. With the keep going, some of you are going to learn all of this in some space or some timeline from a long time ago or a while ago, right? Or if it's present and you're stepping out, you'll find out like, oh, okay, that's what that was like, okay? That's what was going on there once you're out of it, if that makes sense. I feel like I keep getting this read. I don't know what y'all got going on. And I didn't expect it to come through this reading. So who wants to talk to you? Really reach out. I'm feeling like messages regarding some type of destruction. That's what you're going to get. And you did have the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach card. So yeah, okay. Scorpio is a sign. So, okay, here we go. Look at you. I'm only saying that I have timelines. I have timelines. Now this could, I'm honestly, some of you I'm hearing that this could actually be placements, but this is definitely a very specific time of year. So it could be past, could be present, could be incoming, right? It is a new moon in Scorpio, a new moon in Libra. So that is the fall season. Libra begins fall, Scorpio is the dead middle of fall, okay? And so that timeline is going to be relevant to some of you, but we got work through your fears. A new romantic cycle begins. Some of you could be a romantic partner because it is companions. I know I have 2 kings. That could be very well be you, but it doesn't have to be, because I read for a variety of types of relationships, a variety of sexualities, and everyone is welcome here. This could be you and your partner regardless of gender, okay? If this is resonating in a romantic sense, okay? Because we got work through your fears, a new romantic cycle begins. Some of you are going to start a new relationship, a new contract, a new partnership, a new job, because Libra rules, what did I talk about earlier? The justice system, legalities, paperwork, formal contracts, marriage, all of those things. And Scorpio is transitioning, debts, inheritances, right? All of those things, especially when we talk about owing money, because this combination is owing money, right? Whether you owe money or are owed money, that could be, right? Debts and inheritances here, and contracts here. So, and again, along with romance, that's what these are going to be the themes. So you're going to get messages regarding all of that, okay? And look at the rare opportunity. So blue moons are the best thing in life, right? Like, I don't mean astrologically speaking, I mean in general, because it says believe in the impossible. So some of you are going to get a rare impossible opportunity. Something great is going to happen to you, and maybe that's what's going to reveal a lot of this. Maybe what's great is going to happen will lead you away from some of this, or help you avoid further dealing with some of this, and you'll learn later down the line or right after what this was. Like, it just feels like an opportunity that is once in a lifetime, okay? More blue. So the color blue is definitely relevant here, okay? Some of you have a rare opportunity or had a rare opportunity that removes you from chaos, Okay. And when I say chaos, like, let's look at it in a literal sense here, like moving on from something. Like, it's like, keep going, like, okay, let me plant my feet here, let me keep going, let me keep going, and you keep going and you keep heading instead of stopping somewhere, right? And you, like, let's say you're driving, you're like, oh, I need gas, let me go to this gas station. No, not this one. Maybe I don't feel like I should stop at this one, it's full, I don't need to wait, I'm gonna pass at least 2-3 more. You keep going, you get to the next one, you get home, you look on the news, and then dang, the one you were originally gonna stop at, something happened. Like, maybe somebody got robbed, car got stolen, I don't know, blew up, I don't know. Anything chaotic that could happen, right? So like, this is a pile of keeping going and possibly not being in a chaotic situation. Okay? And it doesn't have to be your actual settings. It could truly be the analogy I just gave, or something similar. Like, oh, I'm not going to go to this thing, and then something crazy happens. Like, you're going to get messages regarding that. Okay. All right. Well, right. A rare opportunity of, wow, I was supposed to be there. Ooh, I don't like that. And I'm losing my voice, so I might be talking too much, or I'm scaring somebody. I'm sorry. But again, when you can truly see, it's not always like the most positive thing. Here, the positive thing is not having to experience it. Okay? Because I still got the thing happening that says something good is happening. Now, some of you, the message coming in, believing in the impossible, working through your fears, you're going to be in a relationship soon, like a romantic one. Ooh, look at you. I'm like, let me change the topic. But I'm not lying to change the topic, right? Like, it's genuine. Like, I see working through your fears will lead to you being in a romantic connection that you're really happy about, right? It's going to be a rare opportunity, something that makes you happy. Look at you. So, I keep wanting to go to this melanin pop is going to have something to say. I'm going to pull from this, and then we'll go to the melanin pop. And then I pull one from the love deck, and we'll close it out. There's something about the fall time, okay? Tell me, like, look, what am I asking? Because these readings are kind of doing what they want, doing what they want. Who wants to talk to my pile number 2? Will they reach out? Yeah, you're going to have people reaching out for sure. At least 2 of them. To tell you about something that you missed in the best way. Or to get you out of something that could have gone wrong. Those are the types of messages you've got coming in. And again, you got the liar. You got messages coming in from a liar. You got messages coming in from someone that's really supporting you. Some of you, the pilgrim is actually not, it could be you, but some of you, the pilgrim is not you. The pilgrim is someone new coming in, someone you're not familiar with, someone new, like, because the pilgrim could be someone new to town, or just new to you, like someone new that you don't know that's going to tell you something. You'll be like, oh, really? Or, wow, that's great, thanks for the tip, right? Like, that's kind of what I got with the pilgrim. Okay. Some of you, I'm reading the hangman. Ooh, this is such a messy pile. Some of you, the hangman is someone that, like, has the experience. Because owls have wisdom and experience. So the hangman is actually going to be someone, does not have to be masculine in nature, that may have historically been backstabbed by somebody here. Right? Like, the hangman talks about, like, someone saying, like, oh, I've experienced this before, watch your back. Whether it's with a specific person, or just the situation that, like, they see you in, or whatever, just feels familiar, if that makes sense. Like, it could be someone that's like, oh, I've been there before, pile 2 better watch out, or let me make sure pile 2 knows, like, this is what I would have done differently, like, you know what I'm saying, when I was doing whatever. This is such a messy pile. Ooh, you know what, who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out? Some of you is going to be people, like, if I'm talking historically, it's going to be people from this. And this is reminding you, this is such, what is that? What is that dessert? I don't know that I thought that dessert would be the scandalous. I haven't had a truly scandalous pile in a really long time. So house 4, cultural, family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Some of you, what's this? Pisces. Yeah, there's so much sneaky energy going on around you that you have no idea. And I don't want to, like, make you scared, but, like, there's some sneaky things that you don't realize. But there's also, like, that spiritual side, right? Like, 'cause we're going to talk about it. House 4. Some of you is going to be someone with, like, a cultural tie to you, like someone that connects with you on, like, a cultural or like ancestral level. That's like, let's be honest, people with cultural roots, cultural ties similar to yours tend to look out for you a little more in a lot of instances. And I get that. Like someone with a similar background to you, okay? That's what you've got. But here we've got family members wanting to talk to you, possibly maternal figures as well, okay? So let me see. Messages regarding home, family, all the things. We got Pisces, intimacy, intuition, compassion. So this is the third time we've gotten this energy here where I talk about all the things, right? Hidden friends, hidden allies, hidden enemies, things you don't realize are going on, right? Spiritual protection, divine protection. This rules divine protection, right? Because to avoid something like that, you need divine protection, right? That's like a spirit guide looking out for you. Sometimes when you miss, like sometimes when you like escape like death, not saying it's that extreme, but like you're like, ooh, that was nobody but God. That's kind of what I got here. So who wants to talk to my pile too? I want one more. Will they reach out? This is my pile. I'm a little out of breath. That's why I keep deep sighing. What messages are coming in, whether they know about it or not, surprised or not. More of that not being able to see. We got the sun and the moon, house 6. Yeah, I mean, it could be like a relationship, right? Sun and the moon feels like a divine union, right? Establishing a foundation. Some of you may find a partner soon that helps you heal. If you got somebody that may be interested in you, you're gonna work out really well together. Let me get this one more. I only have a couple of decks, so let me just get how to. Somebody, there's definitely someone coming in that wants to help you ground your energy. I'm losing my voice a little bit because I'm having trouble grounding this deck. So this is gonna be a big deal. That's coming from this deck. I'm starting to lose my voice for absolutely no reason. Pile 2, who wants to talk to my pile number 2? Who wants to talk to pile 2? Air. All right. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Someone that wants to teach you something. Someone that wants to share some information with you, some knowledge. That is a page of scrolls. So yeah, somebody's gonna like really wanna like explain something to you, like put you, like it sounds like a putting you on game. Like there's someone somewhere has some information that you would very much so like to know, whether it's just to fill in past holes or just regarding something you're not seeing clearly now. Or to help you avoid something crazy incoming. There's definitely someone that has some sort of wisdom, some sort of knowledge that you would definitely want to know, and you don't even realize that you want to know. Okay, that's definitely, so that's the pile. There's someone that you may or may not know. Like some of you, like, right? So right now I got 4 distinct personalities. One really loyal companion, right? And that could be more than one person, right? That's just the archetype. We've got a pretty with words, a poet knowing exactly what to say and how to say it, liar. We've got the pilgrim, which is more of a youthful energy. That's like someone that you may not know, or someone that may be new to something, early stages of something, but really young. Like I said, honestly doesn't even have to be new to town, but someone that a pilgrim bounces from place to place. So it could be someone that kind of bounces from place to place, right? Someone that migrates a lot, that moves a lot, that has something to say. And you've got that Celtic owl that's like, I've been doing this a long time. Let me explain something to you. You got a lot of people, and I love that they all came out with distinct personalities, because that owl was like, listen, I've been around the block. I've been doing this a long time. I've been alive a long time. I've dealt with people a long time. And what you have going on, I've lived it 3 or 4 times. Each time I would have done X, Y, and Z differently. You listen to that owl. They know what they're talking about, okay? They know what they're talking about because they've learned from their own experiences, and they've seen other people too. That owl really knows what's going on, because in this deck, it's represented by the Hanged Man. Someone that kind of had to surrender to the divine. Someone that, let me see how I describe this. It's someone that just had to learn through failures and mistakes. So when they misread people, misread situations, they just had to live with it. It's not funny, but this person is like, I just had to live with it. So you don't have to live with it. I'm telling you now, this is how it could go. This is a very necessary pile. What's at the bottom? Yeah, Mercury. Think, learn, network, communicate. There's someone that wants to teach you something. Someone that wants to give you messages that really, there's messages that you don't even realize you need. People that you don't even realize you need to talk to. Okay? And once you learn whatever you need to learn, hear what you need to hear, because Mercury is the planet, it's one of the planets that rules air, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So it rules Gemini, but it also rules the sign of Virgo, okay? But Mercury, it talks about knowledge. You may be seeing butterflies because both of my main decks I use have butterflies, and you have one here. Butterflies are a symbol, okay? They symbolize transformation and transitions. Also, you're seeing them when you have hunches, or if you're thinking about something and then you see a butterfly, ooh, that's making sure you know what you're talking about, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that vibe for this group, but you're on path, you know what you need to be doing, and all of the things. But there's knowledge that wants to be shared to you, okay? All right, there's people that want to talk to you that really just want to manipulate you. There's people that are like, I got you. There's people that want to put you on game. There's people that just might even just be gossipy, but it's going to benefit you because like let them tell you things that you don't have access to. Let them give you information that you need, okay? Especially here, because I forgot this was there, okay? Look at you, my pile number 2. I can't even get a good shuffle here. I'm going to wrap this up soon because I don't want it to be too long. This is my second to last deck before the advice. Who wants to talk to my pile number 2? This was like a personal reading. If this was like a personal reading, you let me know. You tip me because I might save you all kinds of money. Whoever this is. I don't know what's going on. I'm kidding, by the way. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what all of this is, okay? What's going on? Pile number 2. Who wants to talk to my pile 2? What are the messages? I mean, I don't know that I need a lot of cards from here because this is already long enough. I got so much. Let me pull like talk about it for a couple seconds, get a love card, and then wrap this bad boy up. What's that? Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna take this in the bottom. So gifts. Material, spiritual gifts, magic, presence, love. It talks about everything. So I mentioned some of you may have love coming in, a romantic partner that you really connect with well. I message gifts, magic, gems. Someone's got some gems they want to drop to you from a more mature perspective. Could be someone, even when we talk about messages, it's just people that bounce around from place to place, someone new. They have, like, it's people that have gems, right? Because yeah, we've got that one that shouldn't be trusted in the background that just talks, but there's at least 3 different other personality types here on the table that are like that could really drop some gems. I mentioned divine guidance and protection here in spiritual ascension with spiritual gifts. You got that coming in. You're going to see some divine support come in. You may get spiritual downloads soon. You may have people sending you gifts pretty soon. Look at you. Love it. Love it. And then you got that rebel, strong-willed, protester, nonconformist, opposition. Yeah, right? That's the energy. So that's the chaos. So that's basically sums up everything we talked about. That's why I'm not going to dwell on this deck. So let me get the romantic advice. I say romantic advice. Some of you may need romantic advice. I got it. Some of you are going to get romantic advice soon, okay? Because I did not mean to say that. I need to know who's trying to talk to you, who's trying to reach out to you, what this romantic deck needs to say to you. We'll just get one card, and then I will get your advice. So what do we need to tell my pile number 2 regarding who wants to talk to them? Will they reach out? Any incoming messages when we talk about love? Just one card, please. Okay, 2 cards incoming. Okay, you're gonna really be feeling somebody. Look at you, ecstasy. Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying, and the sun is coming out even more bright. Look at you, you got somebody gonna light your world up. Okay, We're not developing that, but I love it for you. So let me see. Incoming. Oh, okay. All right. Well, incoming. I know how to read that. I'm going to take this first. You got the law of attraction. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. So you got somebody that's really going to, I mentioned someone that's really going to align with you on a romantic level, make you feel really good in a sensual way. An incoming energy of this in reverse, where you have a history or where you have a past, where some of this on the table may be a romantic partner that you're cutting ties with or that you did historically. You got missed chances, memories. The letter M could be relevant in reverse, right? You're going to release memories. You're not going to worry about the past, okay? Or you're going to get messages that are going to, about things that you didn't even realize were happening historically, or you're going to get messages and you're not even going to care because you're not worried about the past, and you got missed chances in reverse where you're not going to miss chances. So an incoming energy of not missing chances, things not being a memory. So some of you, this feels like you got a partner you're attracting, right? Some of you have a partner that you're attracting and it's incoming where you thought maybe you missed your chance and it was in the past. Could be someone possibly like with the pilgrim energy, okay? Look at you. I love it. This is a very specific pile. So let me get this advice and close you. And I don't know why I keep grabbing these decks in reverse, but you got magical power. So listen. Where you're all spiritual woo-woo, there's a strong magical power here of protection. There's a strong like protection, and a law of attraction with magical power, not in a romantic sense, it feels like someone that is divinely protected to make sure they get where they're supposed to be who they're supposed to be. So where you have all this chaos and potential sabotaging energy, and maybe even a tendency to self-sabotage, it's not going to happen with magical power and law of attraction, because there's certain things that we can't control, like hurricanes, right? So let me see. What is my pile two's advice? Yeah, some of you are definitely going to get confirmation regarding things you've been attracting. What is this? Okay. More wisdom. So your advice is definitely, when we talk about this owl, this wisdom, definitely listen to the wisdom that's shared with you. Something regarding that rebel energy. So strong-willed, protester, non-conformist, opposition. I mean, I heard do you, like, I want to, like, honestly, in rebel, I do feel like this is more of a use your wisdom to look out for yourself. Let me see what's at the bottom, because wisdom feels a little ominous, right? It does. Success. Yeah, I mean, just use your wisdom. Use your wisdom to take you to success. Be a rebel. Be nonconformist. Look out for yourself, right? Because this feels like an energy of a lot of the people. Even, I mean, because at the end of the day, even your companions, even where they support you, they're not going to support you over themselves, right? Like, especially when we talk about professional environments. So the reality is, be a rebel, look out for yourself, right? Don't like overreact and like be crazy unless you need to fight for something. That's different. But like, you don't have to be combative. Just prioritize yourself. Use your wisdom to get success. I think I said it yesterday in a reading. I don't remember which pile, but like, this is a group of like needing to learn how to use your wisdom to get to success. And you need to start asking people like how that's going to benefit me, because it just doesn't feel like this is the energy of needing to know how to benefit yourself. So I feel like a lot of people here are needing to learn how to look out for themselves. You need to learn how to do that, okay? So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out, and any incoming messages? So for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Yes, you can have multiple piles. When it comes to messages, it can be messages you've been waiting for, messages you've been anticipating. I'll look to see if there's any surprises. It will jump out. Do not worry. If there's anything that we're meant to know in advance that could be shocking or surprising, for better, for worse, we'll see if we're meant to see. But I'll also, I don't know. This pile feels like a pile that's actually waiting for something. So let me pull these cards. Okay. Tell me who wants to talk to my pile number 3. And what incoming messages? Like, who wants to talk to my pile 3? Will they reach out? I'm emphasizing here the will they reach out. Oh, okay, so that's the thing. So in the previous piles, I don't know that I got a strong will they reach out. I kind of got messages that are either coming in, and even if like you don't hear from, I guess, I don't know why I'm telling you, but like if they don't hear from specific people, they may hear about certain situations. Like that was the vibe. Like pile 1 and 2 were very unique in a good way for me as a reader. It was a little challenging for the message. So I was able to kind of get some things that I didn't think I would get. Here, there's an emphasis on will they reach out, and I feel like it jumped out when I saw, so a yes. So if you're wondering if someone's gonna reach out, the answer is yes. I don't know who, right? And it doesn't have to be like a specific person. Like it could be an entity, because again, this is a I'll pull from a love deck, but this could be any entity, any group, any association. Like if it, like when I'm asked about messages, like it could be any, like anything you're waiting for, approvals, things like that. Just because why not? It's broad enough question. But I do hear you're going to hear back in detail, okay? Very quickly. Learning. So especially when we talk about school, okay? Some of you, anything you're learning, anything you're trying to learn, anything you're trying to master, I'll use that word. You'll hear back. When we talk about so learning says that you do have a message coming in about something you will learn. You will learn something soon. So this is a timeless reading. It can apply real time for you if you're finding it real time as I upload. But I don't know. Something about there's some messages coming in. There's something you're going to learn within the next, I don't say year, because some of you may overreact to that timeline, but you're gonna learn something, okay? So what is this? Something you possibly hadn't seen before. Ooh, wait, there's a lot of details here. Let me get this card back. You're gonna learn something that possibly you suspected, like something you have an inkling about. It doesn't. I know that sounds all crazy and ominous, like it may be. Oh, I knew something was bad. It doesn't have to be that way at all. It could actually be like something you have a good feeling about, but you're not sure. Because again, you're never sure until it happens, unless you're truly tapped in. Okay, so some of you are like, yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it, but I'm not sure. You know, I won't know until it happens. It's gonna be really good if it works out. It could be that as well, okay? Something you have a feeling about but can't quite see. So let me see. Yeah, something that you're going to be very grateful about. Something that is going to make you feel very grateful. This is the second line card, okay? You're going to learn something worth feeling grateful about, possibly celebrating, okay? Let me see. I don't know why it's so quiet. This is a really quiet pile. This may be my pile of waiting. We do have Storyteller, the Hermit, which talks about details, right? It does talk about details and things like that. So let me see what's going on. Tell me who wants to talk to my pile number 3. Will they reach out? What incoming messages do we need to know about for this group? You're definitely getting a message, because I'm getting a call. Oh, you're definitely getting what you're waiting for. So here's the thing. I was waiting, it's a relative. It's not like anything crazy, but I was waiting for a call, and I'm actually getting it now. Okay, we're back. I think it's actually hilarious. I don't normally get this many calls when I'm filming, but I think by me being tapped in, like, okay, what messages are coming in, what messages being coming in, and that being an emphasis on me, like, channeling energy, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, let's talk to her, let's talk to Onyx, let's call her and chat with her, what's going on with Onyx? That's what's going on, like, right now as, like, I'm doing these readings, because it's the second call I've gotten while I've been filming, and I'm not filming these all, like, back to back, so it's just funny. This one I was expecting, but it's still hilarious to me. But it ties in because everything is connected, right? Like, all as I channel, everything connects. Like, I'm not special, you're not special in the grand scheme of the universal plan, right? So I mentioned before, you're waiting for a message, right? And then I got I got a call I was waiting for. So definitely confirms you're in your right place, right space. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. What are we asking? So I do feel a little bit absent-minded. If you have that, if you're like that, this is also confirmation that you're in your right place. I could also be describing someone that wants to talk to you because I feel really spaced out in a way that doesn't make any sense. Now it took a little bit of an actually extended break before this pile, so I just feel a little all over the place. And it could be, maybe that could be you, it could be a person, especially when we talk about environments where you're learning, right? Grateful to have learned something, grateful to have, like, you know, second line is kind of like a milestone kind of a vibe. So it could be that. Okay, let me get a good shuffle. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's a maturing energy. I'm just flipping it in reverse. Some of you are expecting the worst, and it's hilarious because it's going to work out in the best sense. I just really want to get a good shuffle, and we'll get back for this one. So I mentioned something that's going to have you feeling very grateful. So the Seven of Stones is a bit of a harvest. Now, this is a weird interpretation because she's like hiding in a little bit of a cave, and she doesn't feel very prosperous. But the traditional depict, like what this card is supposed to actually mean, talks about a harvest. So it really ties into kind of that expecting the worst vibe I got from this pile. But again, it's a maturing energy of the harvest. Look at me. Maturing energy of the harvest, which means it's already literally set in stone. It's just anticipation at this point, because this is a heavy anticipation pile. What's going on? I may be letting too much light. So it was a cloudy day. It's a rainy day, right? Bad weather. And all of a sudden the sun is out and in my way. So look at me and look at your pile. That may be kind of how it is. Like, it's supposed to be a rainy day. It's supposed to be something that's cloudy and dark, and then the sun comes out. That's your energy. Look at you. Maybe that's why I took the extended break, to kind of let it do what it's doing. But you have a harvest coming in for sure. You're going to get messages regarding that, some type of victory, some type of success. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, that is typically material based, whether it is like actual assets, money, or just some tangible result, right, of whatever. Okay, that's what's incoming. That's what messages you have regarding. So let me see, who wants to talk to my pile number 3? Look at you. We talked about the sun just now. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. I am going to, before, wait, what's this? Wants to talk to us. Seven of Mirrors talks about options. Look at you. I guess we're done. Yeah, we're done. Look at me. Look at you. Much faster than you realize. Get ready. Seven of Stones. And yeah, Seven of Swords is a card where you don't see it coming, and that's not on the table. I just channeled the Seven of Swords. Seven of Stones in this deck feels like someone that's not quite ready. I want to get the book and look at it, but look at this great energy that's coming in very aggressively. I was like, let me get it a shuffle, right? Some of you may have been waiting for something, like it kept shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, and then like you're like, well, I'm just sitting here waiting for things to move, waiting for things to shift, and then boom, all of the cards hit. That's how it's kind of, your messages are going to come in for you, okay? Regardless of what area of life that happens in, but it's really positive. Let me see what that Seven of Stones is, because I keep trying to keep wanting to look at that, and I keep delaying. Some of you have something you will keep wanting to look at, but you're stalling. Stop doing that, okay? Because a lot of you, it could actually move, unless you're truly not ready. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. Like, wait till you're ready. But some of you may be stalling on something that could impact messages or people that want to talk to you, people that want to reach you. Ooh, you know what? That image of the Seven of Stones looks like someone that's avoiding people that actually want to talk to them. I mean, I don't know what they want, so I'm not going to tell you to stop that. But in areas where it is good and I see where it's positive and you know it could positively benefit you, definitely stop doing that. Because some of the people, maybe you just don't want to talk. And that's fine. Okay? Especially, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to drag this into the shadow. I do want to, I'm not forgetting. The book is in my hand. I got the page. But so much energy is channeling. So it went from stalling to boom, all of the messages that are coming in for you. If you've had like a little bit of sadness, like if that Seven of Stones is you hiding away due to some type of loss, especially when we talk about like a passing of someone or something, because second lines, right? Second lines happen after all kinds of celebratory events, including like weddings and things like that. But it also is kind of a passage, right? What they happen after funerals as well. So like where that's a thing, you may get some positive news. Some of you have people reaching out to you after something like that, and they want to like help you explore your options. They want to help you, you know, they want to bring some light into your life. Some of you actually have an inheritance of some kind following that. Okay, I didn't want to drag it there, but I definitely very distinctly saw it for someone, and I want to make sure you got that message because that's one that I feel is important. Okay, definitely important. So when you're ready, and that doesn't have to be as literal as I said that. Okay, it could be an analogy for anything. All right, now yeah, so see, it talks about regret. And so she's meditating, and what else she's looking at, it's talking about the river washing away regret and healing. You know what I mean? Like, listen, for like the last year or so, I've been channeling energy of like red poppy. So if you're coming from those groups, love or non-love readings, you're definitely in your right place, right space. Okay, because that's the thing, those red poppies, right? And it talks about healing here, and it says even if the result of recent actions produce the desired effect, a vague sense of regret may still linger. Okay, understand to let it go and move on where it's not like something chaotic and traumatic. Okay, but it talks a bit about a bittersweet thing. So that energy I channeled with the second line and all of that, my condolences where that applies. And there is a little bit of light that can uplift you coming in. Okay, but we do have that regret, and we do have a bittersweet energy. Okay, so that can be a theme of anything. Okay, but we do have learning and gratitude. Now, I don't want to leave with that energy because I know it's not the dominant, at least not in the literal sense. Harvest, sun, options, quickly coming in. This is that pile. So I was talking about the sun coming out after the cloudy, rainy day. And even in this deck, like, look at this deck. Like, it's such a colorful, vibrant deck, but like, why is the sun crying? Oh, well, I hope this isn't a super, super sad pile. Some of you, this is your past, and you're like, I'm stepping into the sun, I'm healing, I've healed, and things are really, really great. You're gonna step into that sun. You're gonna have lots of, look, I can't even get the card. You're gonna have lots and lots of options and opportunity and lots of people coming in. Regardless of what I'm talking about, because this energy is so deeply emotional. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, have to, because it's too personal, if that makes sense, right? So this sun in the Seven of Mirrors talks about really getting to it. Okay, being able to choose. Okay, and again, Eight of Spirals, Eight of Wands, quick, fast. Okay, this is going to be my fastest moving pile. So, you know, I'm hearing the song like Ready or Not, here I come. Okay, here I come. Okay, Nine of Stones. Well, here's the thing, some of you you have messages that will really help you feel very, very strong and independent. Okay, especially when we talk about any trauma that is on my table. But even if it's not that, maybe you were just learning something, was really hard, and you're just happy to get it over with, or you're just happy that you've learned something that you could be grateful and just evolve, or just knowledge that will make you feel really good. Whatever it is, you're gonna feel very strong, very independent after. Very self-sufficient, okay? This is a self-sufficient card, okay? So look at you, very strong and in your power. I love that, okay? Look at you, very strong and in your power. So let me see. Let's pull from the tarot, the astrology-based decks. And then we'll see my pile number 2. Let me see. Let me get myself together over here. I'm trying to get my thumbnail back so I can really look at that snack. Okay, so who wants to reach out? Who wants to talk? And incoming messages. Some of you are going to hear from someone that has actually been in the 7 of Stones depiction here. Like someone that's been hiding, maybe even avoiding you. Like if that's the energy, that's, someone that's been doing, like that's going to step out soon. Okay, this person's going to step out soon, especially if they've been like in a really downtrodden energy, depending on who it is who you're asking about. Some of you came here, I said you're waiting. Some of you want to know about a specific person. Look at you, I caught you. I see someone coming out of a downtrodden energy, someone that may have been in hiding. We did have the Hermit at the beginning. We did. Anyone that's been doing that, you will hear from them. You're likely to hear from them. 7 of Mirrors feels like someone that has a lot going on, really fast-paced life, having to do a lot of things on their own. So it just feels like someone that's really busy, okay? With learning, they'll probably fill you in on all of that, okay? I'm laughing at myself. I'm like, look at me, I caught you. Because some of y'all come here and like, you'll manipulate the question, or you'll come here thinking something and I catch you because I can actually see. I don't know if I said it in this pile, but I actually channel energy beyond just reading cards, which, at this point of the reading, you probably realized. Tell me more about my pile number 3. Who wants to talk to my pile 3? Will they reach out? Oh, that's a lot of cards. You're going to get some messages. This is the second time today I got an owl. You're going to hear something about your career, your accomplishments, their social status, reputation. It's all good. You're going to feel very grateful soon. So look at you. Look at you. You're going to feel really successful. I like the 9 of Stones because it's you being successful, accomplished, and recognized by yourself. Like you're gonna be like, the messages you're gonna get, the people wanting to talk to you, the people reaching out to you are gonna want to talk to you specifically. I don't know if that's a thing, but it just feels like an individual being like celebrated. So when we talk about career goals, academic goals, and projects and all the things, okay? So I don't know, that this is a group that needed that, okay? So tell me, who wants to talk to my pile 3? Will they reach out, and what messages do we need to know about, whether surprising or if we're just anticipating them for this group? My pile number 3. Oh my goodness, you got so many messages. You got a lot of family members that want to talk to you, a lot of family members and childhood friends. Oh, you might be about to like really come into something, because why would all of the childhood friends and all of the family members want to reach out? I mentioned the energy like where something really sad possibly happened historically and people want to just check up on you. So it makes sense there. But outside of that, even there, I do see inheritances as a result of something really sad. So you got people wanting to reach out. So just watch that, especially. That said, where this really solemn energy is here for some of the people selecting this pile, it's a broad audience. So all of you are not in that downtrodden energy, so don't necessarily anticipate it incoming, because this is a pile of that is an energy that happened already, right? Because this is a successful pile, and the success seems to be like, oh, pile 3 is doing really good, and everybody wants to like check in, right? So let me see. I did say who. I said a lot of people, especially, like I said, you got a romantic partner wanting to connect with you, or someone that's looking to engage you on that level. Tell me about my pile number 3, please. Who wants to talk to my pile 3? Will they reach out? And what messages do we need to tell my pile 3 about that are incoming? Okay, we'll take it, because I'm tired of shuffling here. Delays. Yeah, this is debts, inheritances. This is the card that rules that. So where that applies, that's a specific message. Whoever's here for that specific message, there you go, because this is the card that rules that. But it's debts, inheritances. Some of you are going to get an inheritance of some kind, but it doesn't have to be that solemn reason. It could simply just be Seven of Stones, harvest from a long time of work and duration, and just kind of finally seeing the fruits of your labor with things you've been learning again, and feeling really, really grateful, because here we are here now. Intensity, exposing, purging, renewing. You got a lot of messages coming in very, very quickly, a variety of messages. Okay, some of them are messages, so many that I won't even be able to predict them here, because you've got so much going on, that so many things you're going to find out, so many things you're going to learn, because your main card was learning. So a lot of things you're going to learn, a lot of things you're going to find out, a lot of things you're going to learn how to do, hence the independent energy, right? A lot of messages of things you're going to be taught that's going to really benefit you, right? I've got that. So maturing energy of house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. So a lot of people wanting to help you step into your power here, okay? Because house 1 is your I, me, right? It's ruled by Aries and Mars. It's activity. It's go, 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 right? It's really stepping into who you are as your individual self, beyond any groups, partnerships, and all of the things, right? Like knowing how to be you, okay? Knowing how to be you. Look at you. So let me pull from this other deck. We'll get more clarity from the Melanin Pop and see what it has to say. I might pull a good chunk, because we're pretty decent on time. And then after that one, obviously I'll pull from the Love deck, get you a card there, and we'll get you some advice. Yeah, you're gonna feel really good. Now, when I split the deck, you've got Don't Let Pride Get in the Way. You're good enough. Oh, this is a timeline. Hold on, let's talk about it before we pick it back up. But don't let your pride get in the way. You are good enough. Messages, support, the people, whoever. I don't have any specific people here. There are specific people that are going to want to help you. You just don't let your pride get in the way, right? Like, don't be prideful. Allow support. You're going to feel very confident, though, very independent after you get whatever support you need, where you need it. Full moon in Leo happens during Aquarius season, okay? Full moon in Virgo happens during Pisces season. Now, I could be talking, for those of you watching me as I upload, this is past. This was like the beginning of the year, right? So full moon in Leo was at the beginning of the year, 2024. And then the full moon in Virgo was shortly after that. So that could be a relevant time period where this is relevant, or where this is following. Others of you, this could be incoming, okay? Time periods where a lot of this is relevant. Now, because this is an axis, it could very much so be during Leo and Virgo season, which is summertime, right? Just because we have those two signs, okay? These could also be your placements, or someone more noteworthy within the midst of this is placements, okay? And I mean like your chart, like your sign, okay? All right. Who wants to talk to my pile number 3? Will they reach out? Every time I say will they reach out, a card jumps out. So that's a huge thing you must be wanting to know. This is a reversal. This is a transition. We do have be bold and make the first move in reverse. Whoever this may apply to, someone's not going to make the first move, okay? Like there's definitely someone that's not going to approach you. I don't know what type of connection we're talking about. It's going to be different for all of you, but there's someone here that is not going to initiate contact with you. Okay, so if you were thinking of a specific person, because every time I said that, that's when a card will jump out. I noticed that person's not going to initiate contact with you. Okay, and then we've got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So let me see what that means. Be bold and make this first. Especially where we talk about cardinal signs. So cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Cancer and Capricorn, okay? But we do have faith in your dreams. Someone may not reach out to you. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. What kind of, there's something specific that's not going to happen first. You may have to initiate contact. Okay, you're going to have to initiate contact. This is someone not engaging you, or an entity group not engaging you first. Especially not in the near future, because a waxing crescent moon is very early. It's like pretty soon after a new moon, so it's like really early. So you may not get in, like, you know what I'm saying? That's where we have that. So let me pull from the melanin pop, because I want to get a good you do have a secret admirer here though. There's a crush, stranger, love, daydreaming, surprises. So you have a surprise coming in. Be bold and make the first move in reverse. Some of you you're gonna learn how to have more initiative. That's you. Some of you, just be bold and make the first move in reverse is you. It's saying, like, that confident energy, like it's saying you're gonna learn how to do that. Like that's not where you have been, especially if you've been hiding or whatever. You're gonna learn how to not do that. Okay, you're gonna learn how to be in your power, standing strong wherever that applies. So tell me about my pile number 3. Who wants to talk to them? All right. Ambiguity, sexual identity, gender expression, style. So this talks about a fluid energy, okay? Some of you, there's a person that is maybe like gender neutral, right? Like they may not subscribe to traditional gender roles just in general, or it could truly be someone that is like non-binary, transgender, all of the things, okay? Because we could have that here. That's what this could represent. Otherwise, it could be someone very different, very quirky in expression. Not saying those types usually are. I'm saying someone very different and ambiguous just in nature, right? So like, think like the personality types, like Prince, the singer, like that, right? Could be someone like that specifically, okay? I'm getting even where like sexuality isn't a thing. I'm doing it in quotes because you'll see what I mean when I describe where that's not a thing. The person wanting to talk to you may be just, like I mentioned, the gender roles. Like this may be someone more masculine. This may be someone that is feminine with a masculine edge, or really masculine with a feminine edge. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit unconventional in nature to some degree. Okay, and that could be regarding anything. It could truly just be an eccentric person, like a person that has different ideas and beliefs from most people. Okay, look at me describing somebody, because I didn't think we'd get it here. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think we'd get it. Seven of mirrors feels like a lot of options, so it could be a bunch of different people. Okay, we got one, so I got another one table. Who wants to reach out to my pile number 3? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Look at you. Because this supports it. We got the wild card, right? Abstract, unpredictable, art, multifaceted, museum. So one of these people that wants to engage you is definitely someone that has a very unpredictable personality, someone that's a bit eccentric, someone possibly really creative and just flowy, like goes with the flow. Possibly, like, you know what I mean, like they may dress in a different way. Doesn't mean that it's bad or chaotic. It's just, this is a person that's just a little bit different. They kind of march to the beat of their own drum. Some of like this, there's a person here like this on the table that wants to talk to you. I don't know if they're going to reach out or not, because you definitely do have a be bold and make the first move in reverse. So I can't promise you. This is my first power. I really don't know if the people I'm describing will, but I like that. Also, we had secret admirer, okay? And I didn't forget about that card. So some of you, you'll be reminded about something you forgot about, or someone will check in to make sure you didn't forget something, okay? Because I don't know, I felt called, I saw this through the lens and I was like, no, I didn't forget this. I'm going to go back for it. That could be applicable somewhere. But here we have this energy of someone that's very different. Now, this also feels like your messages, right? Like you may get some strange messages in the best way, like some really shocking messages, some things you didn't expect to hear, some things you didn't expect to learn. And it's going to be different, but I don't get it in a negative sense. I get it in a changing of perspective, you evolving, you learning. So you're going to get some unique messages that really teach you something in the best way. Some things you didn't see coming, some really shocking messages, right? Some things that surprise you, that shock you, but in the best way. Look at you. That's the best type of stuff, because it's like, oh, I never knew, I would have never missed this information. Look at me. What's this? Voodoo. Some of you like are gonna learn like some new stuff about religion, right? Like some of you, the eccentric energy may be someone in a different religion from you. Look at you. Magic, practice, power, spell work, beliefs, and rituals. I'm gonna put that right there. Oh, this is one of those groups that's really organized because I'm doing that thing. Okay, look at you. I like it though. We've got like this is like rebel. I don't say outcast, but this is that energy of like really like doing whatever you want. So some of you I like it. You have like people that are like really different, wanting to connect with you, whether you know these people or not. Some of you like, yeah, I know that's my crazy brother. Yeah, exactly. That's who it is, right? Especially if you're like estranged, because there was a solemn energy. If there's an estranged energy here, that's that confirms the story, okay? But we have look at you. This is further talking about stepping into your power. Look at you. I'm seeing a really powerful energy. So whatever you learn, whatever you're like the people that want to reach out to you are telling you, or like, I don't know, something about the energy is powerful. Like you're learning things that are going to make you more powerful. Okay. And I don't necessarily mean in a woo-woo sense. It could be, since that card literally came out, but it could just be academic, professional, just knowing how to live more effectively, efficiently. Like that's how you're going to be, okay? Because that's the messages that are incoming. Things you didn't expect to learn that really benefit you, okay? Look at you. I'm trying to like get the bottom of this deck. I'm struggling. Lock and key. So I want to be that person that like plugs my own readings. I don't mind at all. I am absolutely that person. I have skeleton key readings, and since the voodoo card came out and I have lock and key, you may be a pile that needs skeleton key readings. So I have a whole playlist of those. Go check those out. You definitely have at least a single pile somewhere in those groups, okay? But lock and key, it says secrets, silence, burdens, and quiet. Now, there's also, you have the secret admirer. Yeah, you got some secret admirers. Definitely. That's probably why I couldn't identify all of this. So some of you have secret admirers. You also have people that want to share secrets with you. So there's some things that are hush hush. Oh yeah, look at you. See? Look at me. It's all coming out, right? I feel like one of you was like, yeah, it's all coming out now. Yeah, it's all coming out. So I want to get this card because they're related. Let me fix this. I choose them. Okay, some of you are going to learn something about like a scandalous situation, right? Like I choose them kind of a situation. It most likely is romantic, but doesn't have to be. Like something up to like a situation where you were a third party, or you put somebody in a third party, right? You're going to learn something regarding this. Okay, but what I wanted to share, you're going to learn some secrets. Look at you. Some secrets. I mentioned you have the wild card, like some really shocking, surprising things. Could be in the best way. I don't really see it being in the worst way at all, because literally leading with gratitude, literally leading with learning. So some of you are going to learn some really good things about dodging some sort of an ex, right, or situation. I feel like that came out in a different pile, but look at that. You don't see some things. There's some secrets. There's somebody that may want to actually share some secrets with you, okay? Like some secret knowledge. Okay, especially somebody that may have been like ducked off and hiding. They're like, let me tell you this, okay? I don't know why. Y'all are living scandalous lives. I love it for you, because this is like, here it's more like a juicy, like, let me tell you what happened kind of a vibe. Okay, so let me see. Tell me, from a love perspective, who wants to talk to my pile number 3? Will they reach out? What messages can they expect? There we go. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a secret revealed. It's gonna be a secret revealed. Some of these files are really juicy. Accountability. Well, definitely going to be messages coming in about some secrets, okay? Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. Now, we do have to be bold and make the first move in reverse. So there's someone here that like may want to reach out romantically, but they don't want to take accountability for it, right? Like there's a lack of accountability possibly, right? Because why do we have accountability? Like there's someone that needs to be accountable romantically and they just will not do it. They will not do it. Okay. So like that maybe what's going on with you romantically, because there's like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to myself because I would have to be accountable. Okay. And I'm not gonna like make the first move, especially if there's a negative history, because that card did slip out at the bottom. Okay. Like I'm not gonna be accountable for that. Yeah, especially where it was really annoying. Look at you. Why would you bring that here? Let me especially where we have the letter A is relevant. So let me pull more, because I don't want to leave that like that, because everybody here is not attached and everybody here does not want to hear about their history where they're not attached. So let me ground, give me more. So that was the shadow of having to be accountable, being annoyed about having to be accountable, and just keeping it to yourself, because in order to engage you, they would have to be accountable. Look at you. Leave that where it is. Let me see. My pile number 3 from a love perspective and a light perspective. Tell my pile 3s who wants to reach out to them, will they, and what messages can they expect in a lighter perspective. I think this one wanted to talk, but it jumped in, jumped out. I'm gonna take one more because I don't know this one. Okay, there we go. Jump in, jump out. So something about jump in, jump out. Okay. We've got clarity. So you're going to get clarity. We've got someone finally sees the answer that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision is clear, therefore what is to come shall be clear too. I'm just now realizing that all like 3 of the cards so far, because I'll take the bottom as both bottoms, right? Come from that same TV show, A Different World. And like that was a chaotic couple that really, in my opinion, probably didn't need to end up together, but whatever. But it was like a years long journey. Oh, I always hate that. I don't like that when it's like for years back and forth. That's what we've got here. And if that's you, and if you relate to this, like you can look up the show. It's called A Different World. But like if you have a dynamic like that with somebody, leave that alone. I mean, do what you want, because that's not the nature of this reading. Just do whatever you want. But I'm saying like it feels like someone keeping something to themselves and being really annoyed about it. They would have to be accountable. Which it doesn't seem like whoever that is willing to be accountable. So that's someone that's wanting to connect with you, someone romantically that you're either were engaging or are currently in chaos with, could be. But let me see this light energy. Yeah, look at you. I like it. I'm glad I did this. You're going to get clarity regarding someone that was really annoying and that would need to be accountable. I mean, in you two, as obviously, it's rarely one-sided. Like, I don't make whoever a villain. It's not that serious. But, like, you're going to get clarity. Yeah, I got the 2 to confirmation. That annoying energy. But look, you got somebody that you got love at first sight with. You could see yourself building a future with. Or honestly, since this is a person that wants to connect with you, this is someone that feels like they had love at first sight with you and could see themselves building a future with you. And is this the same movie? I don't know the movies. We would have to ask. I don't remember. The creator of this deck, her name is look, Queen Sugar Tarot. We would have to ask her. I don't know. I may go look if I remember. Otherwise, you could just ask her. And obviously, since we always use her deck, just shout out to her. But yeah, love at first sight says instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this is a soul connection and building a future. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. So yeah, I mean, you got the one where it's like the years-long journey and the back and forth. I have not seen what I think. I only said it because this feels like the same gentleman, right? So it feels like it possibly could be the same movie. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I really don't know the backstory here. If you know, let us know in the comments. You know where this is from, so we can see. But you got chaos and conflict. So let me. I almost pulled from this other deck. Let me just do it because I don't know why this pile became what it became. But I'll pull from this one really quick, and then I'll get your advice and we'll close it because it's not as long as the other one. So There will need to be some heart-to-heart conversations, that's for sure. One card, please. Who wants to reach out? I mean, this is the pile where the secret admirer card came out. So you might have people interested in you romantically, and that may be overwhelming the pile because you got people that are like, oh, I'm interested in pile 3, right? Let me see. Who's going to reach out to my pile 3? And what messages can they expect? Hey, look at you. I like it because it's more than just that. Okay, so we got engagement. We got children. We got true love. Okay, let me just move this because I don't have time for all the space. You got finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. We've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, I mean, we got that could be a theme. Someone want to talk up to you about finances and career. Some of you may have a soulmate wanting to reach out to you, or someone that's just interested in you romantically, right? Because the card is a bit dramatic, but it could truly just be someone that's interested in you romantically, right? So there you go. So let me get this advice for each pile 3. Let me get the advice for my pile number 3 regarding people wanting to reach out to them and their messages that are incoming. Pile number 3. There we go. We got elixir of life, magical power. So enjoy life. Life is short. Live your life. Right? Live your life. Feel good. Prioritize your health and wellness. Live life to the fullest. I know everybody always says that, but this is the pile of like, really enjoy your life, right? Feed yourself things that really fuels you, because I remember that solemn energy where we talk about there was a theme of loss somewhere in here. I don't know where it applies because it's going to be different for all of you, but make sure you're fueling yourself where you feel lost, right? Doing the things you should be eating, doing the things you should be doing, eating the things you should be eating, like so eating, drinking water, taking care of yourself through anything that should be sad, right? And where that does not apply, still just having gratitude for each and every day and embodying that in the way you maneuver this life. At the bottom, you do have magical power, standing in your power, being in your power, wielding your power. All right. So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Let's see any incoming messages that, whether surprising or not, are coming in for you, okay? They could also be something you're actively waiting for, because I got that a little bit. Yeah, so for those of you that are new, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a shadow or a light, that polarity. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey, okay? So yes, you can pick multiple piles as well, okay? So let me see what's going on here. Let's start with the New Orleans Oracle deck. So I'm going to take an overview and then I'm going to get into the details. So let me see for my pile number 4. Who wants to talk to my pile 4? Will they reach out? What incoming messages is my pile number 4? How? Okay. Ooh, create your reality. Look at you. Lanyap. So we have a gift. We have create your own reality. Well, feels like freedom. I don't know what that could apply to, but right? It feels like freedom. So create your reality. Lanyap, which is a little bit extra, right? It's a special gift. It's a little bit extra. So honestly, some of you are going to get a message about something extra. Some of you are going to get a message about a gift. Like, you're going to be expecting one thing. You're going to get some extra, right? You're going to feel powerful. Anything you've been working towards. Some of you are going to get messages telling you you can do whatever you want to do to create your reality, right? Some of you are going to get confirmation that things you've been working on, actively building, are like actually taking like fruition in even better form than you expected. Ooh, this is a great pile. Let me pull from this tarot. Oh yeah, look at you. I'm gonna pull, but you've got the Two of Mirrors, which is the Two of Cups. I do have, I think, swans somewhere on the channel, like in some form. So if you came from those piles, here you go. But Two of Mirrors talks about harmony, balance, right? I heard between two entities because it's a connector, right? It's a love card, right? It's swans meet for life. That's a message, okay? It could apply to anything, right? Swans meet for life. So it could be talking about love, could be talking about anything where you're like bonding and you're really connected with, right? Where it feels really good, okay? And then we've got Ma'at, right? We talk about justice. That's fairness, harmony. Actually is ruled by the sign of Libra, which actually rules the 7th house of partnerships and legally binding situations, right? Which is why it rules marriage, like the swans mating for life. So swans actually marry. Could be romantic, could be any legal bond. Okay, I'll say it like that because it's a lot of you here with a variety of experiences, right? But my eye, okay? Some of you may have a connection here, but we've got those two mirrors. So look at you. This is honestly, I don't know what's going on, but it already feels like an amazing pile. It feels really good. It feels like a really in control group. It feels like a group that's in control, but in an unexpected way, getting something extra in situations where you couldn't necessarily control or you didn't think you could. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how else to describe it. So let me see. What is this? Let me look at this snack. Some of you didn't watch the intro, which is fine. I don't have an identifier for the snacks today that I selected. It was just a pretty picture, so I used it. Yeah, is this the one with like the berries on top? So yeah, okay. Let me get another good shuffle and then we'll get going with these tarot cards. So my pile 4, who wants to talk to my pile 4? Will they reach out and what messages should my pile 4 anticipate receiving? So normally that would be a horrific card, okay? Because we got the 10 of Stones here, which is upright. It is literally your prosperity. Like in some cases, it talks about like generational wealth, right? It talks about family. It talks about community. This is where the 9 ascends from being self-sufficient to being able to support others, right? And in reverse, it would be bad. But here, in reverse, it feels like being able to look out for yourself versus other people, yes, but also where you may have felt like you weren't supported, right? Where you weren't supported, you may find support. Okay. I've got an incoming energy here of a 9 of Scrolls, which it talks about anxiety, okay, and feeling really overwhelmed. So just watch it though. Okay, so here is the shadow. Create Your Reality is the last card of that deck, right? It's an ending, which is a new, which feels like a little bit of a treat, right? It feels like an ending, but you got something extra. Here with the 10 of Stones, it feels like something not working out here and it creating anxiety, beginning to create anxiety. Let me see to the bottom. Yeah, because look at Kylie at the bottom. Oh goodness, the Tower, destruction. So some of you are anticipating destruction and that's not going to be a thing. You're worried about it. Some of you will or have resurfaced from destruction and you're going to see the most amazing thing with the divine child, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant talks about stability. It talks about grounded. It represents organizational structures. I love seeing that card following the Tower because the Tower is literally the burning down of a building, right? The burning down of a structure, right? That wasn't sustainable, that wasn't going to last. Here with the Hierophant, it talks about the ultimate stability, right? It's ruled by an earth sign. It's ruled by a fixed sign, which is both Taurus, right? It rules the 2nd house of your money, your assets, right? everything you own that is yours tangibly. So you go from something that just wasn't built to last to something that's very, very stable, very secure. Honestly, the Hierophant, when it comes to like finances, the way that the Ten of Stones is, the Ten of Stones in reverse means nothing to the Hierophant because it talks about assets and stability, honestly, from more of a divinely supported perspective, right? Because it's the divine child, and it's called a divine child in this deck, which is like a divinely supported child of like God, right? The Hierophant is a spiritual leader, right? It's like the head of church. So it's like whatever assets you acquire here are grounded firmly, and there can't even be a tower, if that makes sense, from it. So what's this? You could choose. You got both of the connectors. You got the Two of Cups earlier. You got the Lovers. So some of you, it's going to apply romantically, but it could just, again, be any types of partnerships. This is Gemini energy of communication, right? Two major arcana here. Loving it for you. I'm actually realizing you're going to get something of value. You're really going to get something of value, because if you look at the divine child, right, the child is actually like a pearl in the shell, just like on the Lanyard card. So something about shells, okay, and things of value that have been hidden, okay, or that are hiding, right? Look at you. You're going to get messages about that soon, okay? Things of value that you didn't expect to be valuable, okay? So let me take the bottom. I'm losing my voice a little bit. I don't know what that is. Some of you, this is a historical energy, and you're waiting to see what's up ahead. I'm going to take it like that. This is a historical energy, and you're looking to see what's ahead, because this was slipping off. Six of Mirrors talks about the past. It talks about childhood. So some of you are going to get messages regarding children of any kind, right? Some of you, maybe it is your children. Some of you, it is regarding your children. Lovers and Six of Mirrors is actually soulmate energy. So it's like, you know, back when everybody was learning tarot back in the day, that combination was like, ooh, soulmates. So yeah, some of you have a partner coming in, or someone that you could have a deep connection with, right? With the Lovers and the Six of Cups, right? It feels like past life connection in a good way. The Three of Spirals is looking ahead, waiting for something. So whatever you've been waiting for, you will get clarity. Some of you, there are people or a person looking ahead, doing like basically they've done all of their part and they're waiting for your response, okay? Could be any type of connection, but this is what we have here. We got people that want to talk to you, a person that wants to talk to you, but it's really a waiting for you, okay, at this point with the Three of Spirals, because that's what that says. What else do we have? Anything related to children specifically, though, because of the divine child with the Six of Mirrors, okay? Okay, some of you, okay, because I'm waiting, because I feel like there was something here I wasn't grasping. I'm sorry. There's someone, and it could be a member of your family, or maybe you're not a member of your family, because Ten of Stones in reverse is not. So either or, it could be someone that is a member of your family that doesn't feel like a member of your family, or someone that's not a member of your family. Honestly, here, it feels, it potentially could be someone you have children with, right? Because it's like, I'm not in the family, because obviously it's family, but we got the child. Like some of you, that's a thing, okay? And there's anxiety there. Some of you, ooh, specific message, where you have young children, or children young enough for it to matter, there's someone that's really worried that they're not going to, I don't know, maybe they're not going to get support, because Ten of Stones is money. I mean, it is what it is, or just community support, right? Like, so there's someone that's worried here that they're not going to get support with a child, with you being with someone else, okay? So like, it could be financial, but it's not just financial. So like, for example, the Ten of Stones is a community that really works together really well, harmoniously. Like it's an extended family. It's multiple generations. It's like, you know, it's baby, it's parents, it's aunts, uncles, it's grandparents, it's everybody collectively supporting each other. That's where that wealth comes from, right? It's not just financial wealth. It's the wealth of people collectively working together to make sure everything functions in the household or neighborhood or just overall community. There's someone that feels like they are going to be bumped out, have been bumped out, will not get support. Doesn't have to be financial, with some sort of a union, right? They can see it coming, okay? I don't know where that comes from, but that's the thing, okay? So let me see. Look at me, I'm pulling out of order. Why do I need, okay, I guess this Melanin Pop deck is ready to be messy. Something about social media. I'm going to go back to the astrology based decks, okay? Because that, I grabbed this one next. Sorry, I want to get a good shuffle, and I'm looking because I feel like there's a part of the story I'm not catching. There's something I'm not catching. Maybe this Melanin. Yeah, wait, first of all, wait, hold on. No, wait, because I'm like struggling to get the deck, but look what's here. Look what's here. I'm trying to get a good grip, and I'm like pausing. And look what's here. You got racks of riches, self-made, abundant, rich, full circle, change is joy. So you got like a family here at Christmas where someone's here's lacking or was lacking and will no longer be. And we talked about all of this, like this big extended family energy, right? Groups, family, neighbors, polygamy. Like that's this vibe that I was talking about. So that may be a huge thing for some of you regarding who this is or where this applies, okay? Maybe that's what I'm missing, or maybe it's not my business. I may not need to know the details. I don't care. I just want to make sure you know who I'm talking about. I feel like a lot of you knew exactly who I was talking about here, and it doesn't even have to be like cut and dry the way I said it. Like whatever situation that was familiar to, you know what I'm talking about. Because I don't want to spend too much time on it. So who wants to reach out? Someone that's been waiting. Someone that's been waiting. Rebellious energy. So strong-willed, protester, non-conformist, opposition. So someone that there's someone that may want to confront you about something. Okay. Some of you have someone that wants to confront you. I don't know what the drama is about. I'm gonna pull more, but you have that. Others of you, there's this rebellious energy overall or whatever. Like it's someone that's really aggressive, really adamant. May even be someone you don't want to talk to. Look at you. You got gifts again. Material or spiritual gifts, magic, presence, love. Okay, well, you got that. I mentioned something extra. You're going to get something really sweet soon. Something great. Okay. Yeah, that rebel energy is here. So tell me more about my pile number 4. Who wants to talk to my pile 4? Will they reach out? And then what else? What's the incoming messages? Incoming messages. That's what we're talking about. All right. I don't know why, but I feel like I kind of want an extended number of these. So we'll see what we get. Tell me more about this pile number 4, please. There we go. We got 4, 5, and the bottom. So, vampire, energy vampire, draining, lust, darkness, low vibration. I mentioned some of you, one of these people is someone you don't want to talk to, someone that's very draining, very low vibrational, right? Possibly someone that owes you money or always needs money. Someone that creates anxiety. Could be someone you're connected to with children, or someone that even if it's like you're not, like you don't have children with them, you may just help them with their children. Could be. That's what I got here, okay? Gifts feels like offer, like wanting something, like line up is something extra. This could be someone calling the bag, honestly. Like could be someone's gonna reach out asking for something. Like they're gonna want something, they need something, they're draining. And I don't even say it in a, oh, they're a horrible person way, but just there's someone that's gonna reach out, they need something, probably money. Okay. Let me see. Who's this? Silver Fox. So we got a mature male. Age, maturity, clever, charming, experience. Yeah, there's someone more mature that may have something they want to tell you as well. Okay, all right. We got a wild card. Something that's going to come in you don't see coming. Unpredictable. Okay, all right. Now what is this last one? Commitment. Look at you. What's going on? You got, okay, so you got a commitment coming in. Or maybe even more than one. This is a group of having, I talked about earlier, like with the swans and all the things, like that connection, right? We had that reference to the 7th house, right? Yeah, it's here. No, it's not. No, it's not. But anyway, we've got that reference. So in us getting that reference, we have a commitment. Some sort of a commitment. Could be an engagement, promise, ring, love, anything that plans for the future. We did get references earlier to that, many references. So far we've got a very youthful energy. We got a lot of love on the table. We got connections that could be just professional. We do have a mature male that's very experienced. We have someone that's very dreaming, that's going to ask for something. We actually have someone here that is actually offering you something as well, and something that's you're not going to see coming. Okay, what's at the bottom? I do everything, unequal give and take, lazy, mooching, disrespect, blame game. Well, I mean, the loudest person on the table is the one that's going to ask you for something. I hate to say it like that. Like, it feels like someone that is going to ask you for something, specifically some sort of support, like whether it's money, childcare, right? Because this is someone that's like, I do everything, right? It could even be professional, someone that's like, you make all the money, you don't give me anything. You know what I'm saying? Like a business part, like, okay, you get a bigger cut, but I'm out here hustling, kind of a vibe. Okay, because there's a huge energy of begging on my table. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mean to say it like that, but I got it. It gotta be. I didn't realize that was what the ten of swords. Ten of swords. Like, watch it, because 10 of swords is like a really backstabby energy. It's 10 swords in the back. Like it like that's a betrayal. Like, yeah, self-sabotage leads to that, but it's people that like really are cutthroat and will like really take you down, like, and go fight dirty. So just be mindful of that. Because I accidentally said that. But the 10 of stones is definitely a lacking in a collective space where there's not enough resources to go around. I'm realizing, and I don't associate with that energy. Like, I don't say that in a arrogant sense, but I genuinely, like, I don't think that way. Even, like, let's say hypothetically speaking, I was downtrodden, I would never be like, oh, that's just not my vibe of not enough resources in a collective space, and me just thinking about it like that versus trying to like distribute in a way where everyone could kind of benefit. Like, just kind of be like, oh no, it's not enough for everybody, let me make sure I get my cut, kind of a vibe. I'm not saying that that's anyone on the table, but that channeled through me. Okay, all right. But yeah, there's a huge I do everything vibe here. There's someone that's going to reach out to you, like, saying that you did, like, that feels like they've overextended in some way, or that they do more than what they like receive. Like, they're not, like, it's not reciprocated, whether it's with you or just anywhere else. Like, it doesn't have to be that they feel this way towards you. It's just, this is what, like, these are messages you're going to get. Okay, someone having that conversation with you. Okay, let me see. Let's pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. Tell me more about my pile 4. Yeah, this is a challenging situation. Okay, you want to hear about a challenging situation? Some of you, one of these people is someone that's possibly lazy in nature. Hey, this happened again. This happened earlier. This North Node in Virgo came out. So I don't know, something about, like, that happened. Okay, it was a timeline. Please look it up. I can't remember. It was maybe a year or two ago. But like, some of you may have those placements, like a North or a South Node in Virgo, which means that the other one is Pisces. Yeah, let me know who that is, because it came out twice today. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. Who wants to reach out to my pile 4? What are they thinking? Oh, what are they thinking? Look at me. I let the screensaver. So now I'm thinking, like, what are they thinking? Someone may be wondering what you're thinking. Okay, and if they should reach out. Some of you, a person is going to reach out or wants to reach out that you are wondering what they think of you. Like, some of you are like, I wonder what this person thinks of me, and they're thinking the same. Okay, because I channeled that. I definitely channeled that. So tell me more about my pile number 4. Who wants to talk to my pile 4? Will they reach out, and what messages will my pile number 4 receive in the near future, please? What is that? Okay, all right. I'm not gonna take it. It was too much. The energy hit me too much at one time. I don't have the energy for that right now. I'm like, let me just start with one card. Let me see that. Okay, fine. We'll take the Mercury. Think, learn, network, communicate. You know, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I might not even pull from these decks. I've not had that. Look, the house 3 is back. So messages. There's someone definitely that wants to talk to you, because house 3 actually is ruled by Mercury. Okay. Could be someone specifically with Gemini placements. Okay. Like, it doesn't have to be a Gemini sun. If you know astrology, it could be just someone really dominant in Gemini energy. Okay. Definitely got that strongly. Maybe that's what it was trying to tell me. I did see the Cancer card, okay, as well, which would reference maternal energy. So let me see. Tell me who wants to talk to my pile 4. Messages are okay. All right. Yeah, there's somebody that definitely wants to confront you. I'll say that. Okay. Let me just get my life together. Because Mars says move forward, defend self. Someone wants to defend themselves against you. Some of you, there's someone that wants to defend you. Some of you, there's someone that wants you to defend yourself, right? It just depends. Could be all 3 at the same time, depending on who you are. But Mars is activity, right? It's how we project our energy into the world. It's how we move, okay? So yeah, it's someone really being very active, especially when we talk about from an I, me perspective. It's like kind of defending yourself literally. So there's someone that may feel like they need to defend themselves from you, okay? Or just be aggressive and combative towards you. Like, someone may feel like they're missing out on something or getting the short end of the stick somewhere, somehow, okay? And you've got this fixed sign energy, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So it says stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Those could be themes regarding the conversations. What I see here, it feels like there are situations, the overall theme, because I don't want to get back into the specifics that I mentioned earlier, feels like some of the hostile energy, I could be being dramatic. Some of you that it is hostile energy. Some of you it's just disagreements. Could be, I heard the word boundaries, but it just feels like there's some changes, right? Could be legal or not, right? Or just could be changes that will be legally done, or changes where there was just understandings among people, and it doesn't have to be like you and people. Could be you and someone had an understanding, and like there's changes that either have been made, need to be made, I don't know, for efficiency purposes, and someone's not really I don't say handling it well, but that's kind of a thing, okay? All right, let me look at me. I almost, okay, so when we talk about love and romance, that's a huge deal here, because I almost went straight to the love deck instead of the other astrology deck. So someone is set in their ways, okay? I'm describing someone set in their ways with this Mars and fixed sign energy. Someone's very set on the way they want to move, on the way they want to react, the way they want to do something, okay? And that's kind of describing the who wants to talk to you, or the why, and the messages. These are all things, okay? And then I saw that Libra energy come through. You do have nothing is set in stone, that mutable energy, which talks about that fluidity I mentioned. So tell me who wants to talk to my pile number 4. Will they reach out? What messages can my pile 4 anticipate? I just want one card from this deck, please. Thank you. Okay. Fine. Let's take 3. Okay. There's a surrendering to the divine. So there's something could happen around a full moon. Okay. Full moon. Full moon also talks about a fruition of something, right? Where something comes to a head. Okay. And then we've got new moon. We got new moon, full moon. Okay, a new start is coming. It does talk about close of a cycle. So like from the new moon to the full moon is a cycle. Okay, so a new start is coming here. So there's a cycle being closed. There's a conversation regarding that. And then we've got new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Okay. And then we've got here, be bold and make the first move. So something regarding a cycle, right? A new start and surrendering to a new cycle and meditating and kind of contemplating and reflecting and then going for something. Okay, so that's a conversation. I heard conversation, but that's a message that's coming in, and it could be you, like a message like someone sending you regarding this on your end, or this could be like someone having the conversation, because I do everything does feel like someone kind of venting, so like this could be someone talking to you as well. Like you're gonna hear somebody go off about something chaotic, right, that they hate. Okay, that's what I got here. You got the poet, the King of Scrolls here, which is someone that's like really good with their words and all of the things. Someone that has a lot to say. Okay. All right. Well, let me pull from this love deck, and we'll close it out with your advice. So tell me, from a love perspective, what does my pile 4 need to know about who wants to talk to them, who's going to reach out, and what important messages are going to come in for my pile 4 regarding love? For that flip. No, but I'm gonna take it for sure. Okay, make it another one, since that's not how I normally do things. Who wants to talk to my pile 4? Will they reach out, and what incoming messages? All right, there we go. So those 2 in the bottom, soulmate. Okay, well, I said that combination was soulmate. I did. So the person you're inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. So if you had somebody you were thinking about on a romantic level when you came here, this card says it's a soulmate. So I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know that I've ever noticed that card was that direct and like saying, yeah, that person is a soulmate. Usually I read it like, oh, a soulmate is coming in. But this feels like, I mean, it was very direct. So what is this? Law of attraction. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. Well, okay. Someone that, there might be someone you feel like you're really connecting with, or could. This person may be one of the people on the table, okay? And then you've got patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. So if you have a specific person in mind, or if when we think about love and romance, there's someone specific that you like, even if you weren't thinking about that person, like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like if you weren't that engaged with it, you were just like, what's coming in for love? Be patient. There's this person, it feels like there's someone that's really patient about connecting, possibly at the right time, because you've got this soulmate energy, you've got this tie here, and you got patience regarding the law of attraction of like, when I read this, it feels like somebody that's like, what's for me is for me when it's for me, if that makes sense. Like it feels very easygoing of like, well, a lot things will align when it's supposed to, right? Because it's patience, right? When I see this by itself, it's like, oh, either the universe is orchestrating to connect you with somebody, or someone's like actively thinking about you and like really trying to like manifest you. But here it feels like, okay, you know, if it's for me, it'll happen, right? That's what I've got. But I like law of attraction and soulmate with those. Whoever's on the table in a romantic sense. And be honest with you, it looks good. It feels like a current partner for some of you, okay? It's a great connection, right? Like it's a great connection. Only because you got all of these connectors, and it feels like, at least, like I don't like to say that, but there's somebody that may be bothered by the connection, okay? So I don't know what you and your partner got going on, or like who you're attached to, or who's whatever, okay? But there's definitely someone impacted by you being with someone romantically, and it's not a good thing, okay? or it doesn't seem like it from their end, okay? So let me see. And those of you where you're not attached, there may be someone wanting to connect with you on a romantic level and they see potential. And the cards that came out look really good as well, okay? So let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's all I got. Let me get this advice and close this out. Yeah, look at you. Finding love is at the bottom. I did not see that. Some of you have a rebirth coming. Look at you. Loved it. Tell me more about my pile. Number 4. What's their advice? What's their advice? When I said that and I split the deck, I saw success. So look at you. Look at you. Okay. Give me my advice for my pile number 4 regarding their incoming messages, please. There we go. Well, I mean, this kept coming out all day. Hey, look at you. You got a new start's coming. You got be bold and make the first move, and you have magical power. So really step into your power. You're probably that group. I got a while back, like last year sometime, where I kept seeing dragonflies. But there's a magical power, right? Like your advice is to be powerful. Like step into your power. Be certain in who you are. Be uncertain what you want. Be certain in what you don't want, and like go out and do it, right? Oh, look, I didn't even realize I mentioned you being that dragonfly, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. You got abundance here, but look, you got 2 shells and you're into dragonflies. So if you've been seeing dragonflies, you're in your right place, right space. But create your reality magical power. This is a pile of people kind of realizing that you can do whatever you want, be who you want to be, honestly. And I say that because you've got this confidence card, this bee spirit with the crown. Be confident, okay? Like go after what you want, because you, like, people are saying that you're going to go after what you want. You can go after what you want, right? Or there will be a conversation or a message regarding that, okay? Because again, magical power, confidence, be bold and make the first move, create your reality. Those are all on my table for this group, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.